Hello, hello, hello. Everybody hear me? Boy, what a day. I have to say, the very first thing that I have to say is hello to everybody. Hello, Amber. Hi, Psych. Hi, Chk. The Chk. There we go. I got it. The Chk. Hi, Tiffany. Hello, Delaney. Hello, Mr. Foz. Hello to the moon and back again. Hello, Batgirl, Rob Volk. Hello, Flower Child. Hello, poor unfortunate souls. I'm going back a little bit. Hello, Alamo Basement. Um, okay. So, hello, Miss Led. Excuse me, dog. My dog is like in my way. Can you give me some room? So, what's everybody up to? Hello, Tiffany with the PH. Yeah, there's lurkers already. That is true. That is correct. There are lurkers already. Hello, Sean. Oh, damn me. Damn me. I don't really care about winning people over as long as I tell the truth, you know. And I have to say that one of her panel members, one of Natasha's panel members today said, "What was my obsession about assholes?" After they spent 10 minutes wondering how somebody could choke on a pubic hair. Hello, Brandy, True Crime Uncorked. Hello, DTOS. Um, I am. I think it's fortunate that you have arrived. I like seeing you in my chat. Um, uh, so so first, I have to address. Hello, Anna. Um, has nobody ever gotten a pubic hair stuck in their throat, like back of their throat, like back of their mouth, where they can't cough it up, they can't swallow it because it's like stuck there, and it feels like you're. I mean, I feel like I felt like I could choke that was going to kill me because I couldn't get it up and I couldn't get it down, right? Not a fucking wad of fucking pubic hair, you moron. Jesus. But then Siren says, they usually don't go back that far. And I think he was talking about his penis. I'm sorry, Siren. I'm sorry. The majority of my clientele probably have your same problem, and I shouldn't laugh at it. I mean, I do laugh at it, but they usually pay me for that. Um, so I should be grateful to men like you who don't realize that a dick can go that far back. Hi, Melissa Jade. I just thought that was very, very amusing. But I do want to say she was going to come. I was hoping she was still playing my live where I'm playing her channel. I'm playing stuff from her channel so that then I could stream her live so we could create this Inception thing. It would have been great. It would have been so good. But unfortunately, or fortunately, I don't know, she stopped my stream where she started attacking Caroline because I imagine that, she doesn't want that to be like replayed. So, yeah, a glitch in the Matrix, Inception of lives. It would have been really, really funny. It would have been really funny. But I also want to say that, like, I don't care if she plays my content and creates it and or like critiques it. I don't care, Natasha. More power to you. It doesn't change what a piece of shit you are. It really doesn't. It doesn't. She's of course. Oh, and Siren like to. Hello, Jennifer Sharp. Siren likes to like spew non-facts. We have, what each group has one. Each group has one um, that is somebody that just says something, and they don't have anything to back it up. They don't have any truth to back it up. And we know sometimes that's the creator themselves. Sometimes it's somebody on their panel, but it seems to be Siren as of late. He was pontificating with this sound of authoritative, knowledge that those people that go through this experience bond over this blah 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 blah. But I'm not gonna stream her. Um, but we none of us have been through. Natasha, fortunately, I will give her this. She corrected him. Most of the time she doesn't correct people when they're spewing lies. But she did correct him that none of us had gone through this. But then he said, "Oh, they're the ones that like worked for Russ and like did all this stuff for Russ, and now that Russ is gone, that haunted house is gone, blah 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 blah." But of course, not factual. Not factual. I have seen Jennifer Sharp on Mel Mel. Oh my God, that was so good. It was so good. Yeah, Simon has literally no idea what he's talking about. Oh, that's okay. And that's how I get subs too, Natasha, because people come over here, fall in love with me, and that's how we do. You and me, just this reciprocal relationship that we have here. You create content for me, I create content for you. However, you could look me up and find no criminal past, not even one little thing that I was arrested for, and then lied to my subs about what I was actually arrested for, what actually happened. I don't have hello, terminal insanity. Um, so what was I gonna say? Oh shit. I don't have files on you, Natasha. I have seen the files. I've seen the Google Drive. It's been passed around. It's not my Google Drive, but I've seen the Google Drive, and I have seen all the contents of the Google Drive. And I'm really surprised nobody has put an entire YouTube video out about it yet. But terminal wait, terminal insanity. What does that have to do with anything, Levering? Holly had a guest on that said he was heavily involved with with was involved, not currently involved, and also not a part of this drama. So that doesn't mean anything. And the person that I had didn't do dirty work for Russ. Did like digital work for Russ and helped with stuff like that, I think. Yeah. Um so I know the drive is in some place, one of the Facebook groups. My opinion, can I give an opinion on Lying Lynn? I think she's a liar. I do. I see how she just makes shit up. Um, I'm not gonna be able to follow everybody's comments. Can Fuzz, how do I turn it on slow mode so I can follow everybody's comments? Um, I know it was in that True Scammers. A Geneva Facebook group. There's a Geneva Facebook group from your hometown or wherever you lived before you live now. Geneva, Alabama Facebook group is where all those documents are. So there you go. I haven't heard. I've heard rumors about a probation violation, but I haven't heard anything. She is a liar. She's an absolute liar. She said tonight that she showed proof of the things that she alleges. Natasha, since you're streaming me, I'll talk directly to you. And also, I do want to say that the people that comment in your chat, the ones that are commenting, talking in chat as if I can see their chat, you are idiots. You are. Like, all of you are idiots. The ones that are not chatting or just watching or whatever, the ones that are not participating, you're probably good people. You should probably run while you can because she's a monster. Um, but those of you that are in there, like, oh, and there was a one person that was on there screaming that I look like I was on meth. It's a fucking avatar, you morons. Jesus Christ. It's not even a person. It's not even a real person. It's a fucking like a makeup bust thing for the horror movie, for The Exorcist. Slow mode activated, everybody. Slow mode is activated. That means if your thing does not go through, it does not mean you were timed out, okay? Yes, I need to lay off the meth. If I was on meth, I would be a whole lot skinnier. I did lose 45 pounds, and I'm really proud of myself for losing 45 pounds. But I'll tell you how I did it. PTSD and alcohol, that's how I did it. But I'm no longer an alcoholic, so you can't. Well, I mean, I'm recovering. So you can use that against me if you'd like to, Natasha. But anyways, Natasha, you said you showed the proof of the things that Paula Vasquez sent you, that you showed proof, that that was proof. But we had that proof in an email to Mr. Foz before you ever did, well before we ever entered this community. You also said that I entered this community in December of last year, which I did not. You also said that I was a part of any of that warning about Mandy. I was not. This is me. This is me here, was not a part of any of that. None of it. Not a single fucking bit of it. I thought it was a stupid idea that you were added to Hell Chat. I thought it was a stupid idea that, well, no, I didn't think it was a stupid idea that you were warned because, quite honestly, and you can admit this, I mean, a warning would be nice, right? I mean, you and Cher sat there talking about Mandy on her panel as if all that information that you had about her was brand fucking new. When you knew going in, it was all real. But at any rate, you said that you showed proof, and you did call them court documents or documents to the court or something like that, and you did call that an affidavit, and it wasn't an affidavit; it was fucking letters printed on a screen. It was literally just letters and words on a screen. It didn't have any case number. You said you had case numbers. You said you had all sorts of shit. So fucking put it all out. Put it all out. We know where you got it because the same person gave it to us, to show us that what they were doing and admitted to us what they did. So, and we also proved, when you were like, I don't know who this Paula Vasquez is, like you didn't know. We showed that you knew that. Mandy, you asked Mandy who it was. And she said that she's really bad and you should probably stay away from her. But you'll get yours. You'll understand one day. But you guys, this is the other thing. What I say about Natasha is I say stuff that I know for a fact about Natasha. I see her do on her panel, or there's actual criminal documents or court documents or actual police reports, actual things, Natasha. Okay, what you do is you incite your mob with lies because you just said stuff about Lindsay on your live that were lies. And I don't care if she's making a video about you that is mocking you, parodying you, whatever, even fat shaming you. You don't tell lies that could destroy someone's life. You just don't. Okay? Nobody destroyed Voice's life. Voices did that herself. Nobody's trying to destroy your life. You're doing that yourself. Just stick to true crime. Stop attacking people. You said you were going to stick to true crime. You said that like how long ago? Yeah, 2 weeks ago. You were leaving the drama behind, moving forward positively. What are you doing now? What are you doing now? Oh, it's because people pick on me. Well, so who cares? Why do you have to jab back? Turn the other cheek, you good Christian woman. You're a good Christian woman, right? Hi, Erica. I know it is really funny that she keeps getting rickrolled. That's pretty funny. It is childish and funny. It is. It's just funny. It's good, clean fun, Natasha. Yeah, she looks confused most of the time. She looks confused most of the time. But I did you enjoy you playing my content. It's always nice to see a fan. And people say I'm obsessed and that everything on my channel is all about NC. But she no that she's not a boomer. She's younger than me. She is a boomer maybe in a Gen X body, but she's not a boomer. She's not cotton candy. Prayer hands for Natasha. Yes, everybody please pray for Natasha. I have no, see, she's lumping everybody in with everybody else, is what she's doing. And she says that, like, oh, that we used to be a whole big group and now we're eating each other, but that's not the case either. Yes, did we have a division in the group? Yeah, we did. We did, but like, I wasn't a part of any group. I wasn't a part of any hate group towards you. I never joined Angela's hate group on Facebook. I never joined the scammers group on Facebook. I never joined any of that. I went on Val's channel because I believed in what Val was doing at first, and I thought I could bring balance to her channel because, I mean, I don't lie, and also don't fat shame, and I also don't look shame. And when I talked about your sad fishing, that's not look shaming. Your panel needs to get educated. They really do. They really do. But anyways, you can look back on my channel and see that I just did a live that had nothing to do with any of this on Friday. You can look back at my channel and see I've done several videos that have nothing to do with this. So to say that my channel consists solely of you, I don't go live several times a day to talk about all the people that hate me. Um, and I guess I will take your attitude, Natasha, and when I get a hate channel, I'll finally have made it, right? I'll finally have made it. Yeah, she's a liar. Hi, Jabberjaws. Thanks for the potatoes. Hi, Buttercup. Oh, I don't know. Well, I I like potatoes when they are added to something like delicious. Potatoes all on their own are like really really lame. Um, I give a shit, Cheryl. I give a shit about her past in an how it is that she, instead of telling the truth, she evades it. And I'm a psycho. Am I choking on a pubic hair right now? Oh my god, Jabberjaws, with nothing on them, just raw potatoes. Ugh, you must like your poop must be really like your stomach must be really impacted. Mashed potatoes. I like mashed potatoes. I don't like corn. Hash browns are pretty fucking good too. Look at this Ray. Look at Ray. Ray is in here. Ray is my stalker. Ray was in there in Natasha's chat screaming my name. So y'all got to welcome Ray to the channel. Give her a warm welcome. Hi, Ray. Yeah, she doesn't really even own it. She lies about it. She lies about it. That's not what happened, and we all know that that's not what happened. She just has to tell a story instead of just saying, "Yeah, like I fucked up. I needed money, whatever. I fucked and I stole this girl's money with every intention of paying her back." She could have even said that, like with every intention of paying her back. Then maybe people could get over it. But how about hi, Donnie? How about hi, Southern Lady? How about the dresses? How about, I mean, the dresses is the only other one I know, but like she's the, and I don't care about your super chats, Natasha. Just to be clear, I don't care about your super chats. If people want to part with their money, how they want to part with their money, more power to them. I hope they don't put themselves in a situation over your sad fishing where they can't pay their bills, but I'm sure they don't. I'm sure that they're smarter than that. What I have a problem with is your manipulation of people for that money, because these are people that are giving their money out of the goodness of their hearts while you're emotionally manipulating them. That's wrong. It's just wrong. I don't know what video she keeps talking about with the screaming, crying lady. Yes, credit cards that you opened in somebody else's name. I don't make fun of gays. Come on, Bailey. Come on up. Come on up, Bailey. I'll drop the link for you. Only Bailey. There. Have I ever made fun of a gay person? Come on up and talk to me face to face, or avatar to avatar, I should say. Come on up. People see you, flower child. I saw you too. Did anybody see my link? Okay. I see flower child. And no, it's not to get views, Bailey. I could care less about the views. However, um, I. Oh yeah, that's an MRB. I don't want to speak on MRB. Come on, Bailey. Come on up. Um. Uh. I don't want to speak about MRB because I think that there's some problems. No, Ray, RAE, whatever. I have in a video made fun of gays. I've made fun of gays. No, I have never made fun of gays. Tell me what video. Like, don't say I'll come on after work. Don't come in here and fucking make accusations and not back them up. We have an AP rule here. Give me a timestamp. Give me a name of a video and a timestamp where I made fun of gay people. Me. And I will apologize for it. If I made fun of a gay person, like I mean, was I drunk? I haven't drank in over 2 years, so I hope not. And I don't make videos. You're right. I don't make videos, which is back it up right now. When are you off work? Because I'm not going to stay on here all night waiting for you to back it up. This is the third time you've come into my chat, like saying, "Why are you doing this?" And you said that I do not make fun of people. I do not. Now, Miss Thing over there, Miss Natasha, she did that whole voices, are you here? Will you tell us if you're a man or a woman? Now that's terrible. It's none of her business, first of all. She has no reason to know that. I don't disparage people over their sexuality or their. I mean, I said something about Siren's cock because he doesn't know that cocks can reach the back of the throat. I did say that. Um, I'm not going to be here in an hour and a half, Bailey. Don't come back in here. Yeah, I know she has me confused with someone else. She'll back it up. Back it up in comments because I probably won't be here in an hour and a half. Well, maybe I will be. Who knows? But I'd like to get some sleep. um, yeah. Siren, if I make fun of Siren, it's because I'm making fun of Siren, not the fact that he's gay. I don't even know if he's gay, but I will make fun of Siren because Siren's a moron, and that has nothing to do with whether he's gay or not. Oh, well, I don't. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Hi, Vivian. Hi, Bryn. Welcome to Ray of Sunshine, who is a good Ray, not the RAE, my stalker. She did, Shanley. She did. She asked what gender voices was. That which is has no no bearing on anything. She likes to bring things in that are not relevant. Like I don't bring in the fact that she sits in a recliner all day. Like I remember Val used to like start that's one of the reasons Natasha, I can tell you, that's one of the reasons I joined Val's channel and started trying to to kind of bring some balance is because I would see her talk about you in a really disparaging way that I find not okay. And I don't care if you do it to other people. We're better than that. We are better than that. We are better than you. So that's okay. Or at least I am. My chat will be better than you too. Will be better than your chat. Your chat goes wild with fucking really just disgusting things. But I also wanted to say I've noticed, and maybe Natasha hasn't noticed because her research team, and she obviously has people watching it. Because if she really didn't care, she would tell them, I don't care. Don't send me this stuff. But I was live for just a few minutes and she was already had somebody in here telling her that I was talking about her. But I've noticed, and I don't know if any of you have noticed, the number of very large creators noticing this part of the community. Is a cabbage fart. What behind YouTube shenanigans? With my behind YouTube shenanigans, chaotic chaotic traits. Okay, chaotic traits. What behind Vivian? Vivian, that's funny. Hello, Jossie. Um, what behind YouTube shenanigans? You want to come up? Can you speak in non-caps? Chaotic. Want to tell me what behind YouTube shenanigans? Or did you? Am I being streamed on Natasha's right now? I don't know. I'm not looking at YouTube. No, it's not okay. Hold on. I know I am. It's not very, it's really crowded up here, guys. It's really crowded. No, yeah. It's really crowded. I tell you, there's a lot of people that live rent free in her head. A lot. She turned me off. Oh, probably because she saw that her members are coming over here. She doesn't want her member to actually learn the truth. Okay, here's chaotic. I'm just saying you and all these others talk back and forth about each other. Why not talk about you and your life? I have talked about me and my life. Chaotic, how many videos of mine have you watched? But what are you talking about my behind the YouTube shenanigans? Is that what you meant? Like talking about me and my life? I have talked about my life. You want me to tell you about the dog food I make for my dog and how it affects his poop? Because I've talked about that. I've talked about my husband's death. I talked about my new obsession with immersive remotes. No, my new obsession is not Natasha. immersive remotes, which I'm really excited that I got people into that Facebook group so they can learn about it. That's really excited. Yeah, they'll still see it, Natasha. I'll tell you, Natasha, I've said it before, the bigger they are, the harder they'll fall. So, so not a member of any of you. So how'd you find me? And I'm quick to point fingers at people. I point fingers at people when they deserve to have them pointed. I would not have come live if she was not streaming my shit, making content and making critiquing it and then lying. I wouldn't have come live tonight. What's the point in hers, Jackie? What's the point in hers? I see you in there supporting her and defending her. I see you in her chat supporting her and defending her. I never have once seen you in her chat ask her what the point is of her doing it. What's the point of her streaming my stuff and and saying lies and making fun of people? What's the point? But I have seen you in her chat. I have seen you on the replay in her chat being nasty in there, talking about other people, but you never talk to her. Natasha McCamey and their little Natasha McCamey and her little baby Josh McCamey Jr. Why not make it my business? She's putting it up on YouTube. Oh, come on. Okay, now I'm gonna have to do the Natasha thing. Okay, if you're gonna insult me, you're gonna have to use the right form of your. Okay, I wouldn't be live if she wouldn't have put me up on her streamed me up on her channel tonight. Wouldn't be live. And why is it your business? Why are you here? If you don't like it, don't watch. That's right. She doesn't mind it. Believe me, she loves this. She loves it. Thank you, Glitter Fighter. Your what? What does Tracy Atanya say? Atane say? What is she saying? Who's calling the? I'm sorry. Okay, so we're gonna leave Tracy alone because I'm just leave Tracy alone because she really thinks that your was the right form. So that means that we just need to leave her alone. Okay. See, look at that. Look at that, Natasha. Somebody found me because of you. Thank you. Thank you so much, Natasha, for helping me grow my channel. Thank you. Okay, so chaotic traits. I am me. Others are others. Okay. We are all not one and the same. I am not grouped in with the others, even if I'm friends with them. What they do on their own. What I do on my own. I don't ask anybody's permission. They do not ask mine. Okay. But I don't put up shit every single day. I've gone live. Yes, I've gone live four days in a row, but I didn't go live. I mean, I haven't been doing this. And I don't go live several times a day. And I wouldn't have gone live tonight if she wasn't streaming my shit. So there's that. I wasn't talking about you, Jackie. And Natasha does the same thing. Natasha does the exact same thing that you are critiquing me, that you are criticizing me for. Natasha does this exact same thing. That's right. Natasha is not innocent in all of this. Everything that you're over here telling me, tell her first. Okay, and Jackie, I'm telling you, I see you, Jackie, in Natasha's chat, participating and encouraging her, never asking her those questions. Why is that? And I'm not starting drama. I'm not starting drama. I am not starting drama. Natasha started it. Just because I'm standing up, just because she's never done anything to me personally, doesn't mean shit. If I saw someone beating on a fucking kid in the middle of the store, just because they hadn't done anything to me personally, I'd fucking still step in. Yeah, I do hear myself. I love listening to myself talk. Can't you tell? You said y'all. Chaotic traits. You literally said, you and the many others don't put shit up every day, question mark. Hopefully y'all, not just you, but all of you, have read very well the YT terms of conditions of harassment and bullying. Hopefully Natasha's read them very well. Your. I don't care. I don't care. But you don't call her out, Jackie. You don't call her out. That's my point. You come here to call me out, but you don't call her out. Why is that? Tell me why that is. Bye, chaotic traits. Nice having you. You can leave too, Tracy. Jackie can stay because she seems to be reasonable. I mean, kind of reasonable, but she won't answer my question. But you can go, Tracy. I mean, don't anybody boot her, but she can just leave. Yeah, nobody see this is the thing is they believe what she says. They don't want to do they don't want to do any research. They believe what she says. Give me just a second, you guys. Sorry, I had to take my nighttime medicine and I missed one. So you guys are going to have to hold on just a second. So those people in Natasha's chat, they were saying I need to be medicated. I am medicated because I see so many people making these crazy videos talking crap. I've been in a real life situation and I don't blame her for defending herself. Okay, am I making these crazy videos? Is she talking crap? Why are you not asking her? She's not just defending herself. She fucking attacks people, Jackie. How can you see if somebody pokes you and you turn around and you punch them and knock their teeth out and break their glasses, is that an appropriate response? Is it? How about you just poke them back? You have summoned Lala. Oh my God, Lion Lynn is bad. But did you notice how that like nobody was really defending Voices when they were streaming my? It's really funny. If Voices is still in the good, and I'm going to talk about Voices a little bit. If she was still in the good with who told me who said something about me drinking? Oh, that's nice. That's nice. We can time the Tracy out for that. I don't drink. I'm a recovering alcoholic, but that's nice. She can get a timeout for that. And we don't drink Kool-Aid, yeah, but we know they do. Lala, hit that like button on your way in. Yeah, I just smoked some meth. Actually, I slam meth. I shoot meth in a syringe in my arm. That's what I do. I don't smoke it because it's bad for your teeth. Oh my god. She does not say it is how it is. She lies. Are you fucking kidding me, Jackie? Are you kidding? She says how it is. She doesn't. Yeah, but I don't defend myself like that. I defend myself, but I don't go at yes, like I don't go at them repeatedly for days and days and days. What I'm doing with Natasha is not because of anything she's done to me. It's because of what she does to other people. It's because she is a predator, and predators should not be allowed on the internet. But however, if I was taking a drink, you'd hear me get drunk. But I wanted to talk a little bit about voices. Give me just one more second. I had to send a text. I am not getting drunk. If I was getting drunk, you guys would hear me get progressively and progressively worse. And thank goodness I was not on YouTube when I was getting drunk because that would have been awful. They are. They are vulgar and liars. Hold on, the dog's going to bark. Somebody ran up the stairs. Sorry, guys. Hold on. Oh my goodness. He's got to protect me, I guess. So, anyways, Voices went on this channel last night to tell her story, and she's also lying. She is also lying. She says that Lindsay and Foz and Angela called her board and got her advocacy revoked or her whatever, her nonprofit revoked or something like that. Nope, not turning off slow mode. Sorry, Lala. Yeah, big bark, big Doug. Um, and she was just talking about how she was shunned out of this group, but this group, Natasha's group. But I mean, come on, you see it happen all the time, voices. If you are not 100% perfect without a speck of anything that Natasha could use or could, and it's here's the thing, as long as it's not against her. If you are going hard for Natasha and you are reaming people left and right for Natasha, as long as you do not disagree with Natasha, you're golden. But the minute you disagree with Natasha, it's over. And her whole fucking chat turned on him. Yeah, my baby's right here. He normally doesn't bark unless he hears something outside. So, he normally doesn't bark. There's usually not something outside. Um, but so when I was saying what I was saying about how vile Voices is, and they were playing it, not one of them was standing up for Voices. Well, Jackie, I don't know if you're talking to me. So now from here on out, guys, this is how I have to have the chat be. if you are addressing me, put at Holly at the beginning of your statement so I know it's at me. Otherwise, I really like watching you guys chit chat and talk to each other, but sometimes I don't know. Hi, Boston Koozie. Hi, Buttercup. Did I already say hi, Buttercup? Hi, Millhawks. Um, I don't know if it's directed at me or not. But she's getting attention. Do you guys notice? She's getting attention from more and more bigger creators. And so it'll be, and I've noticed some people in her chat and some people in her on her panel that I know are not there for good reasons. So she should be careful. Unpopular opinion, you said you liked the Grim Truther in Natasha's chat? Who is KM? I don't know who KM is. Hello, Zero. Did I already say hi to Zero? Goodness, I'm tired, you guys. See, this is not something I'm used to. It's coming live this often. But I like spending time with you guys. And I'll talk about whatever you want. So if you guys want me to not talk, my picture is spot on with my behavior. What does that even make sense? Don't talk about people who are addicts. Don't talk about that. Don't say stuff like that. You're shaming fucking people that are alcoholics or recovering alcoholics. That's bullshit. You're not going to do that in my chat. Yep, Love Reigns. I know she does. I know she does. It's really funny, and because they are going to wreak havoc in that chat. It's going to be funny. Did you? I hope you weren't being mean to my ray of sunshine. Yeah, no. You need to like make sure that you put like periods and spaces between your sentences so Lindsay knows exactly what you're trying to say. I'm just kidding. Jealous much. Yeah, I'm jealous. I'm jealous. She misread your comment, Ray. It's funny. Southern Lady. I do not know what's wrong with Val. I do not know what's wrong with Truth Teller. I honestly don't. Like a lot of people say, like maybe this is the true her, this is the real her, and she was just hiding it all along. Um, I mean, I guess that could be true, but but I don't know what's wrong with her. I mean, like if she cannot see that there are unproblematic creators that are denouncing her and taking back their support from her, if they cannot see that as a problem, if she cannot see that as a problem that is her problem, then then I mean I don't know what to say. Whoa, poor unfortunate souls. I mean, I've never seen that, but who did that? Who did that? Natasha or TT? Yeah, I'm not jealous of anybody. That's not true. I probably have envy. I'm not jealous of anybody though. There's probably some envy. I probably have some envy, but it's not her. I am not envious of her. I am not envious of her. I would like here, like let's just say that Natasha was not a piece of shit human being. The amount of time she spends on YouTube, like no, I wouldn't like it. I would not want that. No, no. Who Boston Koozie? What? Please tell me where to find. I'm going to look. I need to turn my volume down so I don't start playing my YouTube. Sorry. Sorry, guys. Oh, is it keeping it real with KM? Is that what you guys are talking about? Ooh, who is she? I mean, like, we can. I'm not going to do it right now, but we can certainly do a dive into her. Well, Aunt Lala, you need to get your thoughts out in one thing. But, it's okay. So, Pie Punky Banana sneak in between the trees. It's like, okay, all right. So, okay, I don't want to know. All right. Okay, I won't. If you think she's worse than NC, NC's pretty bad. But if she's worse than her, I don't know. Well, Southern lady, I don't want to talk about like somebody if somebody is an alcoholic or is not wealthy or whatever. But no, I think that I think it would be real nice if Truth Teller would just leave, just stop. She would just stop. Um, Lindsay, they're talking about somebody called Keeping It Real with KM. Hi, Momo. Well, if you could, this is probably a right around the time I would ever come live. Well, like an hour. It's been about an hour, just because I gotta get sleep at some point. Very sad. So anyway, is she still streaming with me or got boring because I'm not saying funny stuff about choking on cocks and pubic hairs and stuff like that? Sleep is overrated, Foz? No, I love sleep. Well, has does she have lots of followers, Boston? I mean, does she get a lot of like she just opened her panel to all the haters. So here's the funny thing about Natasha. You cannot go up on Natasha's panel if you are not an ass kisser. I also want to say another thing. If you are not an ass kisser, because she will just mute you. She won't let you talk. She will not let you talk. So Natasha Boo Boo, Sugar Boo Boo, why don't you come on over here? Bless your heart. But anyways, Well, are you talking about Mad Hatta? Are you talking about Mad Hatta, Southern Lady? Because that's who TT used to be. Oh, I said last night, Mel Hawks, I said last night that I can imagine choking on a pubic hair would kill me. Like I could imagine making me die, me dying from that. And they went on this 10-minute rant about how can you choke on pubic hair? How can you choke on pubic hair? Like it was like, but then they said I was obsessed about talking about assholes because I was asking why Voices was walking around with a dirty asshole. And then Natasha did say everybody's asshole is dirty, even if you clean it, it's dirty, which doesn't make any sense unless you have mud shit. I mean, asshole, you can clean your asshole. Sorry, you can. That's why she got ahead of it. That's why she got ahead of it. Of course, they need content. You know what? I don't need content. I just need my beautiful family here just to come in and chat with and talk about whatever we want to talk about. Sorry, I have no I'm sorry to the moon and back. I have no um I have no filter. I don't care. I don't care. I'll talk how I want to talk. I do care, but like I'll say any words I want to say. And that she like they were clutching their pearls. Yeah, Joey, I don't know why. Well, rimming is a thing. I mean, I my butthole is clean. My butthole is clean. But I don't know why her butthole is dirty. I don't care about numbers. You can't relate? Your butthole is dirty, Lindsay? Are you saying your butthole is dirty? My butthole is fucking squeaky clean. Squeaky, squeaky clean. And I am sorry, Natasha, that your butthole is always dirty even when you clean it. I'm sorry. I don't know what to tell you. They Do you have a bidet, Natasha? If you have a bidet, bidets are amazing. Oh yeah, I people can sniff my butthole, but it's not dirty, so it's not an insult. If I'm like if I'm like sniff my butthole, it's not be sniff my dirty butthole is an insult. It's That's not going to be like me saying that's going to be like foreplay. I mean, you're gonna go wash your face first, but I mean, you won't have to because I have a clean butthole, so it doesn't matter. Team clean butthole. That's right. Oh my god. I don't have. Yeah, Lindsay, you have like a giant filter. That's right, Mel. That is right. That is right. If a man is willing to eat your butthole, you know your butthole is clean. Well, that's why that is true, Lindsay. The people in Natasha's chat who all have brown noses, now we know why, because Natasha's butthole is not clean. I am naughty. I am naughty. That's why they give me the big bucks, huh? I can't even begin I can't even begin to imagine half the things she's done, Chanley. She is she is quite the piece of work. Okay, so the video that you made about the rest of the story, Lindsay, I watch it at least once a day. Um, yeah, same Mel Hawks. Same Mel Hawks. Like the health inspector could come to my butthole and you could eat like you could literally start a restaurant in my butthole. It's so clean. What's Velth? Oh, whoa. I didn't know that, Batgirl. Are you kidding me? Oh, shut up, Mr. Foz. Batgirl what? Oh, vaginal health. Okay. Ew, yeah. I've got some really good Lindsay has probably got Lindsay's gonna make like a 5-minute video of me one time just saying the fucking best shit. I'm very oral. Hello, Johnny R. Kramer. Well, Johnny Kramer, you can hang out and be yourself if you're straight, if you're gay, if you're asexual, if you're, I mean, bisexual, lesbian, whatever you are, you can hang out. And there are lots of beautiful ladies here, yes. Okay, Velth is vaginal health. Okay, I've never heard it called that. I've just, I mean, it's just a part of my daily routine, so I don't know. Now we have Belf, butthole health. That's right. Butthole health is extremely important if you want to have your ass eaten. So just saying. Yes, and if you all get bidets, you can be part of the Cleanest Butthole Club on YouTube. Yes. Cleanest Buttholes on YouTube. And I'm very, very sorry that there are however many thousands of people on YouTube that follow somebody that says their butthole is always dirty. Inside and out, ray of sunshine. Right, Melhawks? Even our buttholes are beautiful inside and out. Your name is Benjamin Cle Clean Butthole. Butts matter too, yes. But I don't think butts don't matter as much as your vagina health. So I gotta tell you a story about one time when I went to the gynecologist, and it was a new to me gynecologist, and I was having some like blood sugar issues. I'm not gonna tell like details, but it was creating some problems for me. Anyway, I went to the gynecologist and she was new to me. And so she said, she gets me up in the stirrups. She gets me up in the stirrups, I'm in my gown up in the stirrups, and she comes and she's like, very, very good, um, bedside manner, right? Really sweet, really calming. And she says to me, I just want you to relax. She goes, I just want you to relax. And kind of like it's just relax. It's kind of like you're at the dentist. And I looked at her and I said, you're going to go through my mouth. And she just sat there. She just sat there and like stared at me like so like she didn't know if I was joking or not, but it was really good. I like to joke at those like really awkward moments. What is sperm carcinogenic? Ew. Ew, it was really funny. It was really funny. She was like she didn't know what to do. She was she just sat there for a second just staring at me. And then I said, "Well, that would be awkward." I mean, then I laughed. It was good. He has risen the who tellered? Well, well, yeah, I don't handle cash. So my vag has teeth. Yeah. I wish my vag had teeth. That would be awesome. Isn't there a movie about that? There's a movie about that, right? Vagina dentata. But there's a movie, there's like a scary movie. It's called Teeth. Okay. Is it well, I mean, obviously it's some kind of horror movie, right? Or is it like a woman and female empowerment movie? I'm sorry. I want to do it again. But that's what we say. You know, when people say they died because they're saying they're dying laughing, we say we tellered. Oh wait, there's another. Veronica's body also has teeth, vagina dentata. Holy shit, Lindsay. Oh my god, busted koozie. We have a store here. Probably kick save. Uh, we have a store here, a convenience store here, and they have a sign on their door in the summertime that says they do not accept bra cash. So if you pull your cash out of your bra, they will not take it. So I see Veronica's body, vagina dentata. I know that's the condition, vagina dentata, and then teeth. Is there more than that? Is there just one, or you guys? Is there a bunch of them? Boob sweat. Boob sweat's real, and it wouldn't even matter if you had perky boobs, big boobs, small boobs. You get boob sweat. Chode change. Oh my God, you couldn't hold change in your where your chode is, especially if it was a chode. It would fall out. I guess if you were wearing tidy whities, you might be able to. Yeah, yeah. It's funny. It was just one of them because I guess but it's like this. It's a convenience store that's kind of like a walk from anywhere. Like you would. It's not like really centrally located. So if anybody was walking, they'd probably be sweating pretty good by the time they got there. Yeah, I can hold everything in my boobs, like all of it. I have a full kitchen utensil set, frying pans, everything. That's right. That's right. We need pockets in those little cute little summer dresses we wear that they love so much. Why can't we have pockets in them? I do have quite a few with pockets in them though. Probably Lala. It is the absolute worst. Do you see, Natasha? We don't just talk about you. We talk about all sorts of stuff. What are you talking about? Two permanent heating pads on your chest? Mine go in my elbow, or go in my fucking armpits. Oh, Natasha's headband is here. I love this chat every night, you guys. I even love when Natasha's people come in and try to hate on me because I just like I'll welcome them. I'll welcome them. Well, they do. So like sports bras have pockets in them already. It's the little like hole, but it's on the inside. It should be on the outside because it's where they put that little pad, that little fucking pad that like then isn't sewn in. So then when you wash it, it just crumples up. My boobs are pretty good too, and they flop into my armpits. The poor recliner. Oh, Donnie. I haven't had a mammogram yet, but I think I need to get one this year. Ugh. Would you want to get up on panel, Lala, and talk about it? Yes, yes, Alamo. I seen Bobby the Cat's videos, and I actually commented, and he said that he loved my name. Well, there you go. I'm waiting for the video someday. Someday. You also have another video to make in response to Lala's video. I do have pretty big boobs. They are really good. They are really good. I really love Bobby the cat. That's why I said hello, Alexis. That's why I said that there's people. She's getting noticed. She's getting noticed, and I know she likes it. But there's going to be a point in time. I think that the attention she's getting is going to be kind that she really, really doesn't want. Let's not start like really bashing like Natasha like for stuff like that, for like, her hair or her clothes. Let's not do that, you guys. We can talk about the content of her character, but not things like that. I don't like that. Yeah, she's not gonna call out a robot cat, right? She hasn't yet. Did she call out Mel and Mel? Or Mel? What? So there aren't vagina teeth, Mel Hawks? Are you like ruining my God, you're popping my bubble. You're bursting my bubble. But has she seen the Mel video? Because the Mel video was really good. When it's like, "Can you put my Cash App up?" No. It's so funny. Well, isn't that just like an like absorbed twin? Uh, she's that's too bad. That's too bad because if somebody made a parody of me like that for an hour and 20 minutes, I mean not an hour and 20 minutes, I would be laughing so hard. I'd be right there in there. Joey, you were in there. Right. That was an actual parody. Right. Hypocrites. The Clean Butthole Boner Killer Club. It's okay, Melhawks. I mean, it did kill my mood. I just am like, I can't ever hope to grow teeth in my vagina. Buttercup was being such a flirt on my live Friday night. It was so cute. I loved it. What? She took the video down? Why? It was so funny. Why? I mean, they literally did not make fun of anything that was like they weren't shaming or like hmm. Oh, did I say a hi to unpopular opinion? I'm so sorry. It was so funny. I hope they put it back up. No, a clean butthole is like a boner maker. Um, nope, I haven't gotten any yet, but I imagine I will eventually. You remember when I don't know if you were sorry you guys, I got like a little bit of a wheeze, like I feel like I'm getting sick. Um, if I don't know if you were around when I joined the MM community, but when I started talking about Josh Owens, people started messaging me about being right about him. Hello, Teehee. I know, like, well, here's the thing: is that more and more, something's going to happen. She's going to fuck with the wrong person, and there are people on YouTube that literally will just take somebody down. They don't care. And I did not see that, Joey. I thought she didn't go into other people's chats. Yeah, I know. I am maybe might have a zombie virus or I'm possessed by Pazuzu. Oops, I said Pazuzu twice now. Toothy Peg Foon Foons. Punky Banana Toothy Peg Foon Foons. I love it. Mel Mel is a creator on YouTube who's very, very funny. Australia, I think. Very, very funny. She did a parody. Her and her friend did a parody of Natasha and Lion Lynn, and um I guess Natasha went in there. I don't know. I know I'm gonna get. I have like lots of different stuff that I've stocked up in over COVID because I knew I was gonna my immune system was gonna be down because wasn't gonna be around people for a while. So medicines and stuff. Pazuzu is the and now that's the third time I said it. So let's see if I get possessed. Pazuzu is the demon that possessed Reagan in the movie The Exorcist. She was the first one in the chat. Oh, I didn't see her in the chat. Did she get blocked? Because when I went and looked at it, I was looking at the live chat and I didn't see her at all. Yeah, that's how a parody was supposed to be done. It was so funny. Yeah, it was so funny. That makes me sad that they took it down. So I don't know. I don't know if mine is just the weather changing. Probably. What do you mean that name is not supposed to be spoken? I've never heard that name is not supposed to be spoken. Um, Glitter Fighter, I guess Joey said because of the, I don't know. Why did they take it down? Joey, can you explain why they took it down? Oh, Lindsay, I love you. She said it was funny, and then they took it down anyway. Why? Yeah, that's whose name shouldn't be said. Well, I'm waiting to see if, oh, no, we've only been on an hour and 20 minutes. I don't think Bailey's going to make it back before I have to go to bed so she can show me. I want to know if anybody. Yeah, but that's just not, oh, God, they're so funny. They're so funny. That's so Bailey bailed. Hi, Miss Heather Dizzle. Oh, Bailey came in and said, I make fun of the gays and that I did it in a video and she would back up her proof when she gets off work and she would come up and talk to me. Um, Oh, that's too bad, Teehee. Because that was just it was so brilliant. Well, if anybody talks to them, they should ask them why they privated it, why they took it down. Because if they took it down because they were fearful of Natasha's chat, then I mean, that's just wrong. That is just wrong because that just will tell you exactly. Yeah, I know. And then Jackie was in here saying, "What's the point of this? What's the point of this?" But she's never in Natasha's chat asking what the point of it is. Well, yeah, she did say she was going to come here when she was off of work to tell me exactly where it was that I was making fun of gay people. I've never made fun of gay people. I have a question for you. Do you guys think it's making fun when somebody does drag and speaks? It's a straight man does drag because you know a lot of cross dressers are straight and they just like wearing women's clothes. So do you think that it is making fun of people when men straight men dress as women and act like women? Do you think that that's bad? Because I think that there are people out there that would, and that if they affect a feminine personality and stuff for that, even though they're straight. Let me tell you, I will tell you, give me just a second, my darling ray of sunshine. Hold on. Oh my gosh, I opened up my YouTube and there's a video of a Great Dane. Like like the first thing is a video of a Great Dane greeting its owner. I'm so in love. Um, but now I can't get out of here. So it was on do. I don't know how to give you the initials. The first start of is LTF. But I've heard, but there's some people that Tiffany that don't do it full drag. They just cross dress, but they just wear women's clothing, maybe a wig. They don't go like the full drag with like the really made up makeup. But then they put on a feminine affect, and so it's not really that they're drag because it's maybe not something they do like as a performance. His nickname was Purse. Yeah, drag is different than cross dressing. Absolutely. But I think cross-dressing isn't even being gender fluid because it's not about being it's about the women's clothing, not being a woman, but they'll take on the effect of being a woman while they're in women's clothing. But it's not a desire to be or a feeling that they're other than male. I was just thinking about that. Um, I was just thinking about that. That's just something I just think about all sorts of things. Cross-dressing and trans are different. Drag and trans are different too. Yeah. Good night, Lala. But most cross dressers I know don't really dress. Unfortunately, they don't dress anywhere but in private. Wait, what did I miss? Zero, Zero, and Southern Lady. Oh, did you guys lose your fur babies? I'm sorry. Bye, Alamo. I'm sorry, Southern Lady. And Zero, I'm sorry for your loss too. We lost our kitty almost 2 years ago, had to have her put to sleep. I'm sorry, Southern Lady. I had my dog before my Great Dane was a Shih Tzu. Well, it was a Maltese Shih Tzu, mine was. Oh my goodness, Miss Heather Dizzle. I hate people. That's why I hate people. People are assholes. Animals, like, especially domesticated animals that rely on us, people are just so. My One of my good friends has a brand new pitty, rescue pitty. 12-year-old, her 12-year-old pit um passed away a couple months ago, and then she like immediately adopted another one. People are perfect. Her parents were telling her, "Oh, it's too soon," and she's like, "You don't get to tell me when it's too soon," because she just needed the. I think she needed the comfort of a new baby. Bud and Sissy, oh, how cute! I'm so sorry about your fur babies. Yep, my animals are like I had to rehome my Shih Tzu because my narcissistic abusive ex was abusing my dog too, which is until I could get him out of my house, I had to give her to a nice old retired couple though, that they had 6 months before had lost their Maltese Shih Tzu, looked exactly like my Gigi, and so they were a good home for her to go to, but it broke my heart terribly. Well, pits do have like inherent traits in them, but if you train them, you can train them to not be prey to or not be slave to those traits. That's the thing. It's all a good trained dog is a good trained dog, you know? Just like my dog. Yeah, he was. He kicked her down the stairs. I don't know what else he did to him to her, but I witnessed him kick her down the stairs, and like the next week I had her a new home because I couldn't imagine he was going to kill her. She was like 10 pounds. Oh God. But just like the inherent trait that my dog has is being lazy. Okay, what did I miss, Jabberjaws? I'm sorry, Jabberjaws. Oh, I'm sorry, everybody. Your cat is 17. Jennifer, that's how old my cat was when we lost her. A funny and cute Elijah thing. Oh my God. What does Elijah do that's funny and cute? He just sleeps all day. I mean, he did wake up today. Like he does. I mean, does anybody else's dog do this? Does anybody else's dog like you'll be like just like talking to you, like doing something, and your dog will just stare at a place on the wall behind your head, and then like for a really long time he does this. He will like sit there and just I'll catch him just staring some at the wall, like someplace beyond my shoulder, and he'll do it like for a while, and then I'll turn around and I'll look at where he's staring, and then I'll look back and he'll look at me like I'm crazy. He'll be looking at me like, "What the fuck are you looking at?" Yes, and then you look at what they look at, and they look at you like you're fucking weird. Like you're the weird one. Oh my gosh, what has he been grumbly about? Oh, I don't know. Oh, so I took him to the vet. So my dog, my poor. Oh, that's cute. I like that, Allison. So my dog had the first. I'll have to go look, Ray. Um, he had his first ear infection. He got a yeast infection in his ear, and he's got those big floppy ears. He doesn't have cropped. You've seen his picture. He doesn't have the cropped ears. Um, so he was come snuggled up to me, and I smelt it, and I was like, oh shit, like that smells bad. So I went to try to clean his ears out, and he he immediately after I cleaned his ears out, he started like my dog doesn't scare himself with his own farts because his own farts are silent but deadly. But anyways, he started shaking his head so hard that he broke the tip of his ear open. I got him into the vet the next day. But like in the meantime, my house, the walls going down the hallway, my bedroom door, the door going outside, blood splatter everywhere, everywhere because he would not stop shaking his head, and he broke the tip of his ear open from doing that. He had like this big spot on because his ears are so floppy and they flop from one edge, one side to the other. He had the one side that was not infected, had like blood all over it. So we go to the vet, and he's such a big baby. And thank goodness I go into, well, it's not a blood vessel, just the tip ripped open, and they bleed. It is horrifying, but I do know this about dogs' ears. When they break open, they they bleed. They just bleed like yeah, it looked like a crime scene, yes. Like all like he was walking down my hallway, shaking his head as hard as he could so that it was flinging blood everywhere. So I take him to the vet, and then thank goodness it was an in-person visit this time. I could go in with him, and he's just a big baby. He's a big baby. And so we go, and they say it's an ear infection. We got a one and done drop we can put in there. It should stop the shaking and the infection within like 24 hours, and it did. Because this was Thursday, I took him to the vet, and he's good now. But so then while he's there, though, they clean his ear really good. They get the drop in there really good, and of course, then he shakes his head and just flings blood all over the office, all over me. I am like on my face, and vets don't have sinks in their offices. They don't have sinks in the office part in the exam rooms. I don't know why. But so I mean I am like there is blood splattered on my glasses, all over my face, all over my clothes. It's just like oh my goodness. But like it wouldn't just sit there and drip bleeding. It's the weirdest thing. It wouldn't just like once it shook and the blood it broke open and blood flung, but it wouldn't like when he was still, it wouldn't just keep dripping blood. Does that make sense? It would like almost like it immediately stopped. It was weird. And then we get home, and he immediately goes into my son's room, which he does go into my son's room, but he won't even look at me. He will not even look at me. I can't even say the COOKIE word. Um, and I do have to spell it because he's right next to me. But I can't even like ask him if he wants one of those. He will not look at me. He is like in in my son's bedroom on his bed, laying there. I walk in and he literally does the thing where he just avoids eye contact with me. So he hates me. So he hates me. I'm mad, probably mad at me. But then his Kong box came and he recognized, well, any package that comes, he thinks is for him. And he needs to open it and destroy the box. All boxes must die. All boxes must die. Um, so they say that they can, and typically it's a hi Allison baby again. Hi Carrie. They typically have an allergy issue if it keeps happening. Um, no, he couldn't because his Kong box came, and then when his box came, and he recognizes the Kong box. All boxes he feels are his, but the Kong box he recognizes, and he knows that's got a toy. Yeah. Oh no, but empty boxes are maybe terrifying, Allison, but he has to kill them. That's why he needs to kill them. Like he will rip them to shreds if I let him. If I take the box like and collapse it, break it down immediately, he's fine. But if I leave a box, it's he must kill it. But all packages, he thinks all packages are for him, every single one. But the Kong box, he's like absolutely knows it's for him. Absolutely knows it's for him. But if I try to I've had some of my friends from online send me gifts and stuff. And like when I get the gifts and I try to take a video opening them for them, his face is always in there trying to get in the box. What's that? What's in there? Is it mine? Yeah, boxes must die. All boxes must die. Unless mom kills them first and breaks them down, then then it's okay. Oh yeah, Boston Koozie. I could see that. I mean, he would prefer to kill them first. Um, it's a Kong 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 box. It's a monthly subscription. Yeah, I think you have to. I think you have to sign up for a full year. You have to sign up for you can't you can't um cancel it before a full year, and it comes with one full size toy, like a stuffy of some kind, one full size chew, like I've got so many fucking Kong like bones and the different so many, too many. And but the stuffies, he loves the stuffies. And then but they're Kong stuffies, so they're a little tougher. And then treats, and then for they have a series of training tips, and I think they have treat recipes that come in there. And there's usually a little something in there for the humans too. Like I've gotten a couple masks. I've gotten a cute little keychain. No, Vastukas, you don't have to. It's just that some of my friends I've been friends with for many years, and they do things like for my birthday or whatever. I send them gifts too. I have heard of the Bark Box toys having other toys inside of them. And it's a Kong box, so it's I think that when you sign up, you say what level of chewer your dog is. So I don't know if because I've got a Great Dane, he's got he always gets really big toys. What, Rob? Your dog is my dog won't even fucking go near the bathtub. I got to get him to the groomer to get a bath because hi Thumb Thug, because he will not even get close to the bathtub. The only time he'll go in the bathroom is if I'm going to the bathroom because he feels like that's offensive if I stay in a room without him. But when I'm in the shower, he hides and he won't even go, "Oh my God." I want my dog to love the tub. No, he wouldn't even if since he was a puppy. Since he was a puppy, I cannot get him into the bathroom. Like I have tried to get him into the tub and I cannot and I have a really small bathroom, so it's like yeah, it's really not. I'll just take him to the groomer because we do have a dog wash here, but I don't know if it's open yet again since after COVID, since the pandemic. But it's a like a dog wash. You can take your dog in and wash your dog like you do a car. Oh, so you will get to 500 subs, Truth Fortune Teller. Not ever have more than 100 or so that ever watch all at once. Oh, interesting. I used to love rains. We used to have a cat that would take baths, would actually get into the bathtub with my kid. That was weird. And it was the first time happened, she fell into the bathtub while my kid was in the bathtub, like, and the cat was curious as they tend to be. And then I thought for sure, I was like, I grabbed my daughter and because I was like, what cats do when they get wet, they go crazy and their claws come out. So I grabbed her and pulled her up out of the bathtub and the cat just kept playing in the bathtub. And I was like, oh, okay, all right. Maybe some cats are actually dogs. My cat hates, or my dog hates the rain, loves the snow, does not like, walks like a damn princess in the fucking rain, tiptoes around other dogs' poop when we're on watch and we see another dog's poop. He tiptoes around it like a princess. You didn't get timed out, Thumb Thug. We're on slow mode. So if your stuff doesn't go through, it's because you sent it one, more than one in however many seconds it's on. Sorry. But now maybe we could turn slow mode off. I don't know. Hold on. Let me see if I can figure out how to turn slow mode off. There were some people in here. Oh, shit. Do I have to do that from YouTube? We had a cat that would like to drink out of the toilet. That's what I learned to close my toilet lid when I don't know how to do any of that. Foz, are you here? Y'all know how to turn off slow mode? Oh, it's not in settings. I would think it would be there here in chat somewhere. Wow, truth fortune teller. Maybe you're yeah, I don't see. Maybe your app is being wonky because that's really weird. I don't know anything, but it's not on StreamYard, it's on YouTube, but I don't know where, and Foz is not here, so I'm assuming that means is Melissa Jade here? How's the snow mode? Tell me. Weird. That is unfortunate that I do not know how to work my own channel. But oh well. You have extremely round fingers. Oh wow, I didn't know that either. So mods can just sit there and talk all they want. Wait a second. So when they come back inside, they get ice cubes like treats? Southern lady? I don't either. I don't either. I'm gonna have to message. I'm messaging Fuzz because he's not here paying attention to us. So mm, oh wait, nope. Nope, I thought I had something, but it's nothing. So do you think that Bailey's gonna come back and talk to us? Night, Ray. Wait, who's going night night? Allison or Ray? Good night, Ray. Um, no, I think that was. I didn't do it. That was Foz. I messaged him and asked him how to do it, and he just did it for me. I'll never learn if you don't teach me how to fish. If you don't teach me how to fish, how will I feed myself? Thank you, thank you, but you'll have to teach me how to do it at some point. So, at any rate, you'll have to teach me how to do it, Foz, because I have no idea. Do you guys think so? Ice cubes. So he will like them. Like if I, yeah, I suppose he would eat them as treats. I suppose he likes ice cubes. Like if I accidentally spill ice cubes out of the tray, he always picks it up. But um, he doesn't drink a lot of water because I make his food from scratch and there's a lot of moisture in it. And then I add water to it and kind of make it a stew when I feed it to him because I'm freaked out by the amount of water he does not drink every day, but he still goes to the bathroom normal. So I know he's getting enough moisture and his skin is great and his gums are great. But well, Bailey is at work. Bailey is this woman that says that I made fun of gays in a video, and then she's coming back to prove it to me. Oh yeah, I freeze. I give him frozen blueberries as treats. I give him frozen peanut butter as treats. He is a pretty lucky doggy. I also give him. I will take like the peanut butter jar when it's almost empty. When you're trying to scrape the peanut butter out, but you can't because you can never get it. I'll just give him that, and it will keep him occupied for hours because, like, well, his tongue's big enough to get down there in there, but yeah, I've never done it, but she said she was gonna prove it to me. Oh yeah, he loves fruit. He loves blueberries, especially, but he loves um, strawberries, and oh, he's a little suspect of watermelon. I don't know why. Um, And napkins, Mama 3. My dog likes to eat fucking paper towels. I don't know why. I don't know why. Like if I don't get a paper towel all the way into the garbage when I'm cooking, he will sneak it. He will try to sneak it. I've had to put a baby gate up in my kitchen though to keep him out while I'm cooking. Oh yeah, yeah. Freeze. You could freeze it in ice cube trays, but I would do it in like saran wrap because it doesn't really. It kind of freezes weird. But you can also freeze them inside of a Kong. Um, he's kind of weird about watermelon. He likes green beans. He likes broccoli. He likes carrots. He likes apples. Um, he likes chicken wings. He likes peanut butter. He likes yogurt. Yeah, TikTok Bailey. She said she'd be back in an hour and a half. And that was about an hour and a half ago. So we'll see. I'll let her I'll stick around for a little bit and see if she'll show up. Yeah, you could do all sorts of stuff. I have not tried asparagus yet. Well, that's why the Kong box got the Kong subscription box. So I have so many things I can fill in the summertime and freeze and then have for treats for him. Or just even not in the summertime, because if you freeze them, it takes them longer to get the stuff out. But I don't give my dogs I don't give my dog peas anymore because peas apparently leach taurine out of the food that they eat or leach taurine out of their bodies, and they need. Yep, I raised my hand, Boston Koozie. Um, and I read that the taurine is very, very important to their heart health, especially if they're big dogs that are already prone to heart problems. So I don't give him peas anymore. But snap peas might be a little different. So raise your hand if you like the taste of cilantro or you're weird. That's a genetic thing. The asparagus thing is a genetic thing. If you either it either does or it doesn't. Like it either does make your pee smell bad or it doesn't. Like never an in between. Like sometimes it does, sometimes it doesn't. But the cilantro thing uh is also a genetic thing. Yeah. Yeah. So you either love cilantro or you're weird and you're genetically flawed. But that okay, that might be snap peas or sugar peas maybe are a little different than like green peas, like the little alien, like the long skinny ones. They might be different. They might be different because yeah, because I was reading that grain-free diets for dogs are not necessarily bad because they're grain-free, but because they tend to put peas in grain-free food and the peas leach the taurine out of the food and the taurine is important for heart health. So you could feed your dog a grain-free diet without peas and it might be okay, but because yeah, cilantro is yeah, either you like cilantro or either cilantro tastes like cilantro, it tastes like soap. Apparently, there's a genetic thing that you can either eat cilantro or it tastes like soap. And then I just talked to Allison about this today that your the way you taste things is different when you're in the air, flying in the air. And they did a research that found like an overwhelming amount of people who did not like tomato juice or V8 liked it when they were flying and actually craved it when they were flying in the air. Isn't that weird? Good. So you don't have the bad gene. Carrie, you don't have the bad gene. My dog probably eats more veggies than I do too. No, cilantro tastes like cilantro to me, and asparagus makes my pee smell too. They're two different genetic things. They're two different genetic things. Like if you like cilantro, that doesn't have anything to do with why asparagus makes your pee smell, I don't think. But you might still be a medical marvel. I don't know. I didn't know I was more emotional when flying. I know I'm a fucking basket case when I fly, so maybe, yeah. I didn't, so I don't get, I mean, I'm a basket case, but that's just because I think the plane's going to fall out of, because I don't really understand how planes fly, no matter how many times people explain to me. I still don't understand how something that heavy stays up in the air. I just don't get it. And maybe that's because I'm stupid, but I don't really think it's because I'm stupid. I'm just scared that the plane is just going to just fall out of the sky. And I'm not really afraid of flying. I'm afraid of falling out of the sky. Oh, so the fear of flying just, but I can distract my, once I'm in the air, though, once I'm in the air, it's the taking off and the landing that really bother me. But the flying, the flying itself, as long as there's no turbulence, doesn't really bother me because I usually by then I take a Xanax before I fly. By the time we're in the air, the Xanax is kicked in and I'm asleep, so it's cool. But I can't really sleep flying. I doze, but I can't really sleep. There's too much noise. Yeah, I take Xanax, but I like the window seat. I don't know why. I don't like being where the one that people have to climb over or that I have to get up or whatever. Oh, Boston. I'm sorry. Yeah, it's Hi Nina. Good morning. We're just waiting for Bailey to come tell me how I make fun of gay people. We're just waiting for it. And maybe Jackie will come back and tell us, ask us why we're doing this. I suppose if I started talking about Natasha again, we'd be streamed. But I'm sure we'll have plenty of time to do that. I've always been terrified of flying. I've always also been terrified of the dentist and of heights in general. I do not like elevators. I do not like metal stairs, like any graded stairs. Hi, Delaney. Oh, you missed about 2 hours. We talked about stuff. We talked about buttholes and pubic hair again. We talked about dogs and cats, bathtubs, Natasha. We talked about stuff, just stuff. But Bailey told me that she's gonna back it up, that she has stuff to back it up to tell me where I make fun of gay people, or as she calls them, the gays. Buttercup, like I have been terrified of the dentist since I was a little girl, and vaginas with teeth as well. If I had, if my vagina had teeth, I might not be as afraid of the dentist. Oh yeah, I remember the first time I flew, I was like, no, I was 7 the first time I flew. The second time I flew, I was 17. I don't think I got scared of flying until I was older either. But I was like 17 the second time I flew, and you could smoke on the plane back then. You didn't have to do shit. Okay, so okay, Thumb Thug. It's canned peas. So, i- so, but then that must be what they put in like commercial dog food is canned peas. So if I use fresh peas in my dog's food, then it would be fine. Because I just don't use peas. I use green peas. I don't like peas. I think peas are gross. So I just use green beans, broccoli, uh, spinach, carrots, apples, blueberries, beef, bone, heart, liver. I just turned 50 this year, Southern lady. Yep, I was and I remember when I was 17, we flew me and my mom flew to go visit my grandpa, and she was like, "Well," and there was hardly anybody on the plane, and she was like, "Well, if you want to take up a row of seats, like, and just like lay back." So I did that, and I smoked at the time, and she didn't know that. So I just went back into the back of this plane and told her I was gonna like take one of the rows of sleeps seats to sleep, and I smoked in the plane. And then some guy gave me his bottle of alcohol. That was like not very wise of my mom to let me do that. But I mean, back then, like, fucking, well, we were in a plane anyway. Like, what was gonna happen? Or just fine for a treat for okay, but putting it in the food, it's that's what I mean. Like if they put it in the food in the grain-free diets, they usually put it in the food for to supplement the grain, and that's what leaches the taurine out of the food. So what you're doing is you're giving it to them as a snack, but the peas are leaching taurine out of the food. Maybe it's how they make it. Maybe it's when it sits in the food and they blend it together, it leaches the taurine out of the meat and stuff. And so maybe that's why. But yeah, I just I just don't buy peas, so I mean, except for I do really like snap peas. I do really like the kind that are flat or they're sugar peas that are really flat. The pods are really flat and you eat the whole thing. Uh, oh, Boston. I didn't my mom didn't know I smoked for a long time because when I was about 7 or 8 years old, maybe younger, we were at a family reunion and I kept telling her I wanted her to stop smoking and I would hide her cigarettes from her all the time. And like I did everything I could to get my mom to stop smoking. We were at a family reunion one time and I took her pack of cigarettes and I threw them in the river. She was so mad at me. Uh, but and then so when she found out that I was smoking, she was like so disappointed in me. Hi Gladys. We're just chatting. We're just chatting. Delaney, I've seen you a couple of times. You're new. Most everybody else I saw Thumb Thugs is new from last night, unless you guys were watching before. I don't smoke marijuana. Hi. I don't smoke marijuana, but I will indulge in it in other forms. But I don't smoke marijuana because it makes my throat hurt. Even vaping, even like the little cartridges, like it's just really too harsh on my throat. That's good, Carrie. That's good. I started smoking because all my friends started smoking because I thought it was cool. And I've quit many times and I barely smoke now. But marijuana hurts my throat. I like edibles and I like tinctures and like we've got some drops. Well, welcome. Yeah, I eat pot, I don't smoke it. We have like lots of stuff here in Washington, like tons and tons and tons of different kinds of edibles and tinctures and creams. Oh my God, I've got some great creams. Boy, my neighbors upstairs just like ran through the house, and I don't know if they jumped on the bed, but I felt the whole fucking place shake. That was crazy. Your old school California, but it's legal there, so you don't. I mean, you can get like anything you want, right? But it's really expensive there, I hear. Oh, because we say your name. I'm sorry, Thumb Thug. Do you want us to ignore you? Good for you, Buttercup. I wish I would have never started. Now I'm down to like two or three a day, and it's just really just habit now. You've never chatted before, Mama 3? I feel like I've seen you before. I love pedicures. Okay, Thumb Thug. Well, when I drink, I smoke a whole lot more, but I haven't drank in a long time. I could probably quit when I was when I got my COVID vaccination, I was like out sleeping for like a day and a half, like almost 48 hours. I was just like tired, and I didn't smoke that whole time. So I could probably just not. Bailey is, Nina narrates. Bailey is, and we're just waiting for her to come back. She said she'd come here when she gets off work and prove and back her words up that I made fun of gay people in a video. I don't make videos, for one, and I wouldn't make fun of gay people for another. Um, yeah, I can't wait till it's legal everywhere. Okay, Mama 3, welcome. I'm glad you're here. We're just talking about nothing. I'm just kind of like killing time to see if Bailey will show back up. But and just I love um watching my chat, just chit chat with each other. It reminds me of like it reminds me of being like in the old Yahoo chat rooms. Just everybody's chit chatting. No, no, Bailey came in here, Nina. Bailey came in here and told me that I make fun of gay people. Carrie, bad girl. So I don't think Idaho will ever legalize pot, but anybody that lives in Idaho, I feel very bad for you because I don't think they will ever legalize marijuana. But I think a lot of the states are getting very close to it. I love it here. I love watching you guys chat. It's fun. It's fun. Good for you, Melhawks. When I stopped smoking for like 4 years. At one time, I did it through like acupuncture. It was really great. The acupuncture was really great. And he told me that I wasn't really addicted to nicotine, that my body wasn't really addicted to nicotine, that I was more addicted to the ritual of it. So I went through this whole like quitting phase thing where it was kind of like crunchy, like a little bit spiritually. It was pretty cool. And I quit for like 4 years, and I was so self-righteous about quitting when I quit. That's awesome, Rob Volk. I'm glad. We've got some really, really great weed shops here. Oh yeah, for sure. For sure. Delaney, 10 times better than Big Pharma. Like I have creams. that I use for muscle aches that are so amazing. I have drops that I'll take if for sleep, but I also will take kratom to help me sleep, and and for headaches and stuff, which I don't get very many headaches. But I'm also going to start microdosing this week, so I'm pretty excited about that. Well, Mama 3, I like that. I'm sorry, Allison M. Oh yeah. People don't want to leave their house when they're high. Unless you are like I have friends that have been smoking pot since high school, since we were in high school. They are seasoned lifetime pot smokers. Um, I have more than just friends. I have relatives that are like that. Seasoned marijuana smokers. Seasoned. Like you would never know they were high. Ever. They're so functioning. It's great. Um, Delaney, there's like my mom too. I got my mom a CBD, a 1-to-1 ratio CBD and THC cream and it helps her hands. She has arthritis. She has rheumatoid arthritis, and it helps her hands and her feet more than her medication. Yeah, absolutely. But it's a 1-to-1, so it's like got CBD and THC equal amounts. I can't. I when I get high from marijuana, I can't function. I should get stoned one time and come on here, and you guys can just laugh with me because that's all I would do is probably laugh, and I would probably like talk really deep, like philosophical questions that make no sense, that aren't really philosophical, but they will just feel philosophical to me. But then I would have to have somebody, I would have to have somebody um, be on here to kick me off if I got so stupid. Wait, what? Mel Hawks knows TTI's identity? Oh yeah, I couldn't type, Carrie. When I'm high, I can't type. Okay, everybody, one of these nights we're gonna all like have edibles or get real high and come into chat. And maybe Natasha will stream us. Me either, Allison. I'm not uh I don't care who she is. I don't care who TT really is. We're not dying to know. I don't care. I don't care, but she shouldn't treat other people's identity as recklessly as she does if she won't isn't willing to reveal her own. That sucks, Nina. It's illegal in France still? I would think Europe would be like way more forward than we are. Um Also, cigarettes are like, yeah, 750 here about, but I buy them from the reservation store, so they're cheaper than at the grocery store. They're like $10 a pack. $75 for a carton. I pay 75 and some change. Well, gay marriage is Gay marriage isn't a drug. I don't I don't think those are equitable. My brother has psoriatic arthritis, but he's on like some immunosuppressant medicine, but he still smokes weed. Awesome, Mama Three. So tell me something. In Canada and Delaney and Rob, how much? What? $150 a carton in California or Canada? Are you in California or Canada, Delaney? I know Rob Volk said Canada. Delaney, you're California. Batgirl, what? That's what? Where do you live, Batgirl? One pack of 40 smokes. So that's like that's like 4 packs of cigarettes here. Because they each have 10 cigarettes, right? No, they each have 20 cigarettes. So that's 2 packs of cigarettes. Yeah, it takes a shot. Okay, so you guys are in Canada. So Canadian, but so 150 is not the same thing in Canada as it is in in the States. So that's like, yeah, but that's still a lot of money. So how much would you guys, so for weed, do you guys pay by the gram? Sydney. So $60 in Sydney. How much is that in American dollars? So I can, hi, Pink. I don't see Pink. I don't see Pink. Oh, there's Pink. Seriously, yeah. Um, well, that seems strange that you can't even have CBD oil since CBD doesn't, I mean, you have to have a little bit of the THC in there to make it work, it doesn't, but it doesn't get you high. Hi, Pink. Um, yeah, but I still would recognize her name. I see her now, though. I see her now. Um, so how much is $60 in Sydney as opposed to in America? Like, what is that comparatively so that I can see how much that is? And if we go slow here, how much for people that live in the States and buy marijuana, how much is a gram? Wait, $170 for 20 for an ounce? That's not bad. That's really good. For 40 red packs for 2 packs of cigarettes. Wow. I mean, for us, it would be 2 packs of cigarettes. That's crazy. It's expensive everywhere, but it's expensive everywhere but Washington, Oregon, and Colorado, I think, are the least expensive places. Because an ounce, I can get an ounce here for, I mean, the most expensive I've ever paid is 150 for an ounce. And I can get 1 gram cartridges for 30 to 36 bucks. Hey, Karma Police. California is not cheap. California is not cheap. And Colorado is not cheap compared to Washington. Washington's the cheapest. Washington State is Washington State and Oregon are the cheapest for sure. But I have friends that travel all over the states and who are big pot smokers, and they say um, they've never been able to get the same prices as we do in Washington. And we have this one shop here that has like points system. So like however much you buy, you get points onto your account. And so then after you get like 100 points, you get 10% off. It's pretty cool. Oh yeah, Washington's way cheaper. Oh yeah, cheaper than Illinois or DC, but still California is fucking expensive. Yeah, Oregon and Washington have the best prices and probably the best weed. But see, Oregon or Washington, probably Oregon too, but Washington, we had already legalized it for medicinal purposes and had grow farms and grow places for years before we legalized it recreational. So we were already producing really good marijuana before we ever, but it was all for medicinal. And so I mean, and then when I talk about people that live in like Jersey or whatever, wherever it's legal now, and then um, and they talk about the selection that they have, like they don't have had nearly half the stuff we have, but we've been doing it for like many more years. So, and we had like medicinal, and you could have like I can't remember how many plants you could have as long as you had a medical card, and if you could hold somebody else's medical card. Oh, okay, Nina. I've never had any flavor except for menthol cigarettes. I've never had blueberry. Blueberry. I've had clove. Um, I don't know if I think Oregon was talking about legalizing mushrooms, but I don't know if they have or not. See, Pink Dagger, I started smoking menthols when I was much younger because me and one of my friends were the only we're the only two people that had jobs in our friends. And so we always had cigarettes, and our friends would bum like all of our cigarettes off of us. And they still weren't cheap back then. So we started smoking menthols because none of our friends even if they had to bum a cigarette, they would not bum. They would not bum menthols. So that's why started smoking menthols. I'll just quit if they make menthols illegal. I'll just quit because I can't smoke regular ones now. Yeah, I think that they were gonna legalize mushrooms for the uh for microdosing. But I'm gonna start microdosing this week. I'm pretty excited. Cigarettes are cheap in fucking Georgia too. Wait, was that where I was? Georgia. Yeah, I was in Georgia and their fucking cartons of cigarettes were like 45 fucking bucks. I was like, are you kidding me? It was so fucking cheap. So I don't see Bailey. Very disappointed. I wanted to know how I make fun of gay people. Microdosing is taking very, very small amounts of psilocybin. Um, Not enough to get to trip on, but enough to make you feel nice. Hi, Gina. Wait, Delaney, you're okay. So the candies here, the edibles here, are not usually divided into sativa or indica. I mean, sometimes, but very rarely do you get them. Usually a hybrid of some sort. But we've got like all sorts of, oh my God, all sorts of good like vapes and stuff. Wait, truth fortune teller, are you really going to go? Are you really going to come up next week? Buttercup, you should try some. Should try some. I mean, maybe I don't really look at them much. I like seriously when I do marijuana these days, it's either like there's this cream soda that I really like. Um, and I have these things called deep sleep drops that will fucking knock my ass out like before I could ever feel high. Well, sativa, I think sativa makes me a little paranoid feeling. So I like indica, but sativa I don't get the munchies on. Indica I get the munchies on. I prefer not to have the munchies, but I can't do sativa if I'm trying to fall asleep at all. Yeah, no. No, I know. That's why I was asking if she's really going to show herself. If she predicts that she will really show herself. Yeah, sativa makes me feel paranoid, but if I like I literally if I have to go to sleep, I cannot do sativa. I can still do it like if I'm not trying to go to sleep, if I'm like hanging out with friends or something, that would be okay. But yeah, I've got about um 0.12 mgs or g's milligrams or I can't remember of these little capsules that I'm gonna microdose. Okay, Gladys, where do you live? What state do you live in? If if I can ask. Because I have something that's good for sleep, and if you can get the kratom, kratom is good for pain management. Colorado, okay. So Colorado should have something similar. I have a thing called deep sleep. Let me get the bottle. Hold on a second. Okay, so I don't know if this because these obviously each different company is local to because they can't transport it across state lines. Um, so the company that makes this is called Fairwinds, and it's called Deep Sleep. And this stuff is um, It's a cold pressed centrifuge extracted um, tincture, and it's made with avocado oil. So, and you just like add like a tiny, you can take a tiny drop on your tongue or you can put it in food or something like that. This stuff, it doesn't even get me high, it just puts me to sleep. It just puts me right to sleep. But if you are in Colorado, you could absolutely probably find something similar. And then kratom is really good for pain management. And then tart cherry. Mama Three, where do you live? What state do you live in? No, it's like seriously the shit. I mean, you can't if you need to be able to sleep a full 8 hours though, because this shit it will knock me out for 8 hours, and if I wake up, if somebody tries to wake me up before, it will kick my ass. It doesn't give me a headache. I don't. You are you taking too much of it? Maybe, or are you taking the wrong kind? Because there's like 6 different strains. Bold moves October. Yes. So, Mama Three, did you say where you? It's all right. It's bold moves. You live in New Mexico. Um, you got to see if kratom's legal in New Mexico first, because it's not legal in every state. Let me tell you. Okay, so yes, it's legal. So, um, so you can get kratom at smoke shops. Oh, wait a second, Gina. What? Hold on. I am trying to go back because Gina. So Gina, Gina, you're in. I don't know why I did that. Gina, you're in from kratom. I do not wake up groggy from kratom. I do not the deep sleep. You can adjust your dose so you don't wake up groggy. If I take a full dose of deep sleep and I do not sleep 8 hours, I will wake up groggy. Um, but you will sleep all the way motherfucking through. And that's the thing is if you are woken up prematurely, you might be a little groggy, but I wasn't even woken up prematurely. Um, kratom, I don't wake up groggy from kratom. You shouldn't like just jump into it. Yeah, head chops, Gladys, or Mama Three head shops. Just get if you can find Kratom Buddy or Bumblebee brand Kratom. Uh, they are both really good, high quality. Deep sleep is just the name of a tincture that I get from a company called Fairwinds that is I don't it doesn't get me high, but it's THC based, but I don't get high from it. I go to sleep from it. It like it like knocks me the fuck out. And just like it's a little tincture. Like if I took it now, I would be in trouble because I have to be up in 6 hours, 7 hours, so I would not get enough sleep. I would be really groggy when I woke up. If I wanted to take it, so I take kratom like right after. But if I took it too early, like if I took this before I went live tonight, I would have just passed out on you guys. That would have been funny, huh, you guys? I would have just like it knocks me out. It just knocks me out. I mean, I get like good sleepy, not like not I just like, oh yeah, I feel nice and I go to bed. Tincture, tincture, tincture. Am I not saying it right, guys? Allison, will you spell that for me? Here I meant right. Yeah, there, tincture. And so it's a little droplet, but you can if you just go if you yes, that's what I was saying. If you Southern lady, if it's legal, if marijuana is legal where you are, go into your shop and ask them for um God, do I have the box? I could tell you what the actual so this says it so this is says it's 3 milligrams CBD and 5 milligrams THC in one whole bottle, but it says other 3 milligrams, so 0.3 milligrams. So I don't know what that means. Um, in the whole bottle, and there's like 15 servings in the bottle, but that's 15 servings that they say is, and I don't take a full serving. Oh no, I'm sorry. What about kratom? Is it legal there? Okay, also, Mama 3, for those of you that are suffering from sleeping, try tart if you're not legal, you don't want to do something like CBD or kratom or something like that, try introducing tart cherry juice or tart cherry gummies into like your lives. I mean, like um nighttime, take some. I mean, you gotta read the bottle depending on what you get. There's tart cherry juice, but gummies. My mom takes the gummies. And she has really hard time sleeping through the night, but they do help her. Um, melatonin is melatonin is okay, but melatonin actually re, actually produces synthetic melatonin. Like it doesn't stimulate melatonin; it just produces melatonin. So then your brain is like, "Oh, there's melatonin. I don't need to produce it." So you can actually become dependent on it, right? Tart cherry actually stimulates your brain to produce melatonin. So tart cherry gummies, and they if you like the taste of cherries, they taste like cherry gummies, and you can get them on Amazon. Oh, Gina, Rabina, this like deep sleep stuff here is gluten free, vegan, kosher, non GMO, sugar free. Try tart cherry, Gladys. So try tart cherry Mohawks or kratom or deep sleep or I have sleep paralysis without melatonin. So Nina, try tart cherry. I've actually known a lot of people that whose whose kids take melatonin switch to tart cherry, and it works wonders because the melatonin is going to fuck your brain's production of melatonin up. Like it's not. Truth teller. Tart cherry, you probably can get tart cherry because it's not a drug. It's like, can you get melatonin, Nina? Can you guys get melatonin over there? So then you might be able to get tart cherry, T-A-R-T, at the pharmacy. It's not a drug, it's a supplement, just like a vitamin. So the first time, I don't remember the first time I had sleep paralysis, but it was when I was a teenager. I don't exactly remember if it was the very first time. I didn't recognize it for what it was. I was a teenager and I was day napping in my room. And I remember I had decided like I thought it was super fucking cool to have my bed directly on the floor instead of having a bed frame. I wanted my mattress directly on the floor. I don't know why. And I remember I was laying there and it was in the middle of the day and I was day napping and I fell asleep and then I woke up and I am not the kind that sees anything. It's okay. Uh, I'm not the type that sees anything, but I sense things. And you can find it on Amazon Prime. There you go. That's where I got my mom's. I'm Gina Rubina. I'm going to start microdosing this week. I'm excited. So, Nina, so tart cherry helps your brain produce its own melatonin instead of you taking melatonin pills. So it might help that way. I don't know. I don't know. Anyway, so I sensed stuff. So I felt like there was somebody standing in my door. I was sleeping with my back to the door. I felt like somebody was standing in the door watching me. And that was like crazy. Do you guys want me to talk about yeah, tart cherries are available on Amazon. Yes. Yes, I absolutely will give you guys updates. If you're interested in my microdosing experience, I absolutely will. I'm probably going to start Tuesday because even though I mean, I've taken mushrooms like 3 million times in my life, maybe not that many, but a lot of times. I have taken mushrooms a lot. Um, so even though I've done that, I want to try to do it on a day off, just to know how I feel. Yeah, okay. I'll tell you all about it. I'll tell you all about my microdosing trips. Not that I'm in a trip. I suppose if I took all of the microdoses I got, I would probably trip, but I don't want to do that. I mean, because I do like mushrooms a lot. I do. I do like the experience of mushrooms a lot, but I just don't really have anybody to do it with right now. Well, that's not so much what it is. It's my dog. Like I feel like I wouldn't want to like walk him because I don't like going outside when I trip. I like to wrap myself in a blanket, put headphones on and close my eyes and just like be in my own little experience. I have my own little fun little trip inside my eyeballs. It's great. See, I have a prescription for Xanax that I only take if I have a severe enough panic attack that I will go to the hospital if it doesn't go away. Um, and so I had these. This is fucking the worst. So I had this bottle in my purse because I would have these random panic attacks, and that if I started to get the like kind of like the precursor warnings. I would take one, and then if it happened, then I knew I had to go to the hospital because it was a heart attack, but even though it wasn't a heart attack. But so I went to the dentist because I got a really bad toothache, and I went to an emergency dentist. It was on a Sunday. I remember it was fucking, oh God, a godsend because I don't know that they even had emergency dentists open like that. And um, they told me they had to, and I have terrible anxiety with the dentist. And so I was in there just freaking out, and they said, "Oh, like one of my back fillings had broken and it had exposed a nerve." And I didn't even feel it break. Like I didn't even feel like that it was broken. But so they said, "We are going to have to just pull the tooth because like your nerve is exposed, whatever." And I started to freak out, right? Because I'm like, "Holy shit, like they don't have laughing gas." I've always had really bad dental like anxiety. They don't have laughing gas at this place. They're just gonna do just the fucking uh shots, right? And so I have this, I know I have my Xanax in my purse, and I say to the nurse when she's like telling me like, I'm signing the paperwork or whatever, and I said, "Can I take a Xanax?" And she says, "Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, absolutely. If that's going to make you feel better, take one." So I pull the bottle out of I can just remember it too. I pull the bottle out of my purse, and I open it, and I look, and moisture had gotten into the fucking bottle somehow. And all of the pills were like puffed up and like, like you touch them and they just disintegrated into powder. And I was like, "Oh no, fuck." And the nurse was so awesome. She was like, because I just started crying. She was so awesome. She got those really long tweezers, and she started like pulling out the little chunks that were still viable out of the bottle for me so that I could take like one. It was funny. But that was like terrible. That was the worst. So what's going on in Natasha's chat? Yeah, Xanax is the only thing that helps my real bad anxiety. Good night, Allison. I love you. I talk to you tomorrow. I always had like panic attacks, but the medicine that they gave me wouldn't work fast enough. And so I learned how to cope with my panic attacks and like just deal with them in different ways. But then when I started to quit drinking, when I tried to quit drinking, um, I didn't realize that this is what it was, but I ended up twice in the hospital because the panic attacks were so severe that like, and this is before I had my prescription, they were so severe that they would not, none of my tools worked. None of my de-stressing stuff, none of my meditation stuff that I had been doing for years and years and years, none of it worked. And so I was like went to the hospital, and they were like, "Oh, the first doctor was kind of an asshole, but I was in the hospital twice in 1 week because of it." And the second doctor asked me if I drank because she was going to give me, the first doctor didn't give me anything, just said, "I want you to come back for our stress tests and all this stuff," even though everything was fine. All my work was fine. You'd think they'd say this is probably a panic attack, knowing that I had panic attacks. But so when I went to back to the second time, then the second doctor was much nicer, younger female, and she asked me if I drank, and I said, "I do, but I'm quitting. I'm trying to quit, right?" And she said, oh, well, I ask because if you drink alcohol, alcohol does the same thing to your brain as Xanax, as the diazepams, whatever they're called. And so if you are drinking, we have to give you a higher dose because they won't work if you're drinking. And so she said, you were probably self-medicating with the alcohol, right? And so when you try to stop drinking, your panic attacks are just coming up. And so I was like, I just looked at her and I said, "So you're telling me I should keep drinking?" And she's like, "No, that's not what I said, but I'm just telling you that's probably why they're so bad right now because this is when I this is after my relationship with the narcissist and I had severe PTSD from that relationship and I did self-medicate. I did. Like I absolutely did start drinking pretty heavily just to get through that. Yeah, I started my very first panic attack. My very first panic attack, I was sitting in the back room. Me and my husband had to move into my mom's house when I was pregnant with my son because um, he had to work. My daughter was just going into kindergarten, and I was on bed rest with my son. And like, he was like, I had placenta previa and all that stuff. So we moved in with my mom so that there was always somebody around, right? And um, and so after he was born, but before we moved out, and he was born 9 weeks premature, he came home he was in the hospital for 6 weeks before he came home. So he was probably about just a couple days old. And I remember clear as day, I was sitting in the back portion of the house, which is this huge room that was our room. And I was breastfeeding my son and I was watching Beverly Hills 90210. I think it must have been the first one. The or the f the maybe not the new one, I don't remember. I was watching Beverly Hills 90210, that's what I remember, and, I just started to feel really weird, and everything got really kind of wavy. Does that make sense? Like, my vision got wavy, like it was in, like, those I don't know how to explain it, and I my husband and my mom were watching news, and my daughter was out in the living room and I just called for them because I'm sitting there in a recliner, like holding my son, breastfeeding him, and I'm freaking out. And my mom said, they came back there, and my husband said my face was like glass, like white, and my eyes were all glassy, and my lips were like gray. And my mom was like, "Did you take something?" Which that's just my mom. My mom's best woman. But she's like, "Did you take something that would make you do that?" I'm like, "No, why would I take anything?" And they laid me down and she said my heart was racing and I just was like, I fucking and then it just went away. And uh and then I already had a an appointment with my new therapist the next day because previous to that, previous to getting pregnant with my son, I had been like on different medications and stuff like that, and I stopped all of them while I was pregnant. And so I was, going back to see my therapist, and and so thank goodness. And I told her about it, and they gave me Visceral, which didn't work. It took like 15 minutes to work. It was terrible. So- See, I have PTSD from my husband committed suicide as well, and my my youngest was born, yeah, 9 weeks early and was in the ICU or the NICU for 6 weeks. Yeah, we got some. I didn't have a miscarriage in between, but we have a similar story there, Mama Three. And but my PTSD is from not my last relationship, but more recent relationship when I was around 40 with a narcissistic, fucking psychotic. I mean, I may have been in, I don't know. Oh, I'm glad everybody's like, I'm sitting here talking. I'm not even like paying attention to the chat. So you guys are probably not even paying attention to me, but I'm just like talking. But no, it's like me and Mama Three have like very similar stories there. I had a miscarriage with my narcissist, and I thank fucking God. I wasn't supposed to get pregnant. I got my tubes tied when I was 27. But but my PTSD is from narcissistic abuse. What? Ooh, see, I'm not reading chat though. I was like just staring up at the air, talking. That's what I'll do if I ever get stoned. But I'll start talking about really weird stuff. Oh, Delaney, yeah. I was like, I felt like, God, that was terrible. And then here's the thing is like I have olfactory hallucinations, which are I smell things that are not there. Um, and my husband and my daughter, well, my daughter was too young, but my husband used to make fun of me. I mean, just like not like make fun of me, but he teased me about it, because I'd smell something and he'd be just like, I don't smell that, and say, whatever. Um, but they thought like my psychiatrist sent me to a neurologist because he thought it was you too, Mama Three. He thought it was a brain tumor, and so I went to the neurologist, and there was nothing there in my brain. It was just nothing. It was just empty. But but definitely no tumors or anything like that. And so they put me on antipsychotics, and I didn't like the antipsychotics because they made me feel like a zombie, and I had a young child. And then they were just cycling me through all these different kinds of medications, and I was misdiagnosed as bipolar. And so I hated all the fucking medication. And they put me on Depakote. I mean, I've been, just so many different things. And then I got pregnant with my son, and I just said, I'm not taking anything else. I'm not taking anything else. And I just said, I'm gonna just write this out. But one of the things that precursors a panic attack for me is either I'll smell something. So, okay, that's not true. If I smell heat, I don't get a panic attack. But if I smell ether or formaldehyde, which I don't know why I know what those things smell like, but I do. So if I smell those things, then I'm going to have a panic attack. But a panic attack doesn't always come with that precursor. But if I smell those things, I always have a panic attack, if that makes sense. But also, like, do you know what, like, um, what are they called? They're shit, silent migraines. What a silent migraine is. So where I don't smell burning, I smell heat. It's hard to explain, and it's not. It's sometimes it's electrical heat, but it's not burning. It's hard to explain. It's hard to explain it. It's just heat. Like, and it always I'd like feel my walls, and it's almost like electrical, but not electrical. I don't. It's really hard to explain. It's really hard to explain. Like, it doesn't smell like something's on fire or something's burning. It just smells like heat, and I can't it's very hard to explain. Okay, maybe, like, when you have not used your heater for a while and you turn it on, that smell, kinda like that. Like a forced air heater, and you turn the forced air or a fan heater, and you turn that on, that kinda smell. But I stopped taking the medication. I said, I'm just gonna rely on my husband to tell me if he smells it or not. Because if he doesn't smell it, then okay, it's just my brain being fucked up. But but it's like, when you get those little floaties around in your eyes, like little sparkly things in your vision, those are called like a silent migraine, I guess. But if I get those, then almost always have a panic attack with those or a headache. Are they making fun of the person that's doing that, or are they just being cool about it? Yeah, I didn't get those warnings before though, or at least maybe I didn't recognize them before. But when I started to get panic attacks when I was driving, because I'm more aware of like myself, I guess, um, then I was noticing it. The formaldehyde smell, though, the formaldehyde smell for sure. Like ether or formaldehyde, that one freaks me out because, well, if I smell the formaldehyde, I know for sure I'm going to have a panic attack. That's when I take a Xanax because I'm like, I will stop this from happening because it will probably be very, very bad. See, this is what I'm talking about, Carrie. The stuff that goes on her panel, the people that are coming up and stuff, you can tell well, because it's a antipsychotics because it's a hallucination. It's for smelling stuff that's literally not there. There's no reason to be smelling them. It's a hallucination. It's not a visual or a oral hallucination. Well, it's it's smelling. Olfactory is smelling, so it's not a visual hallucination or a oral hallucination, as an AURAL. So it's probably trolls, Boston. But here's the thing: is these are the kind of people that are coming to her channel, and you will see. You will see. It's gonna. I don't know how long it will take, but you'll see. There's, and I when I say those kind of people, I mean that I've noticed there's some people on her panel that talk a little bit about some of the stuff that they do or some of the content that they like, and they're coming from places on the YouTube streets that Natasha probably would never walk down herself. Yeah, the smells, they bothered me because oh yeah, Mama 3. Oh my God. Oh my God, Mama 3. So that's one of the things that happens when I fly is my anxiety gets going when we're landing, right? And I can literally hear every single conversation going around me individually. Does that make sense? So, like, I can literally hear all the people talking. He's been struck off? What? So I can hear all the people talking around me individually. Like, I can make out clear sounds and words, and it's just like, oh my God, it freaks me the fuck out. So that's why one of the parts about flying that was so bad, and like I have to cover my ears and like just kind of curl up in myself because like it's just everything becomes really loud but also very clear and very oh I don't know how to explain it. It's crazy. I don't like it because that's her job, Carrie, and she works hard. She works her ass off. Yeah, it is really overwhelming. And I think that's probably why I prefer I mean, I did learn to like cope with flying a little bit better by taking flights that wouldn't be as full, you know what I mean? But when I flew to Vegas, that was probably the worst because everybody was already partying in the air, you know what I mean? So everybody was like, even though it was like 6 o'clock in the morning, everybody was like, yeah, let's go. And so it was just like even more crazy. So who's talking about siren got struck off? What? 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 I don't understand. Is public knowledge? No, but Vegas was fun because I stayed drunk for like 3 days straight. It was great. It was great. It was just the flight there was the worst flight I've ever been on. That whole part of it, and the people I flew with were giving me so much shit, and I'm like, you just don't touch me, just don't touch me, don't talk to me, just let the fucking plane get on the ground, and I'll be okay. You better treat her right, Gladys. What happened? Who got struck off? I don't understand what that means and what is public knowledge. Okay, you can email me. I don't understand what struck off means. That's all. Yeah, I know. I know. But I also laughed at myself about it. Oh, Vegas was so much fun. I was so mad because I didn't go to Vegas till I was 45. I always thought Vegas was too much, too hectic, you know, but but it was just so much fun. But it was just so much fun, and I was so mad because my brothers go to Vegas all the fucking time, and they never invited me, and they're like, "Why would we wanna take you to our sister to Ve our little sister to Vegas?" I'm like, "Shut up. You guys all wanna fry on acid with me when I'm tripping. You want me to be the one you party with when you're tripping on acid, but you won't take me to Vegas?" Oh, I see what she meant. He was I mean, you don't have to send that to me, Gina. I don't like to dig into people's real lives. You don't have to send me that. I don't want that. I thought you were talking about he was struck off YouTube or something like that. But no, I don't care about people's real life. I don't. Not unless their real life is what is going to show that they are somehow a damaging, like, I mean, knowing that Natasha scams people is important because that means she's going to scam other people. Wait, did he get kicked off panel? I mean, I would stream her, but I don't really want to stream her. I don't even see her. Oh, oh, look at that! Vivian made a video about me. Ooh, Lindsay has an I can't. There's a lot of videos up again. Shit. Holy shit, I'm going to go watch these when I go to bed. But I don't think, guess who I don't think? Vivian made a video with my name. Vivian Sanchez made a video with my name saying I roasted Natasha, but I haven't watched it. But I'm going to look at the recliner part two. Well, what are they playing? Okay. Good night, Mama 3. I'm glad that you came to join us, and that I hope you like our silly little panels. She made a video saying I roasted Natasha, but I haven't not like a probably not a bad video. Thank you, Misled. Jennifer Sharp, I do not know how so many people are fooled by her. I honestly do not know how many people are how many people are fooled by her. I'm getting tired. So many people. I don't get it. I genuinely do not understand it. However, if someone were to go in there and see how many people regularly chat in there, I bet it can't be more than 100 people. So, for all the people that she has subscribed to her, I don't think that it's like I think Aunt Lala has some kind of down low like tracker that tells her not just notifications, it's something extra special. 120 where she probably has 1,000 viewers. I mean, yeah. So I mean that kind of tells you that people are not watching because they want to interact with your chat. And I know I don't have like I don't have as many chatters as I do viewers probably most of the time. But I mean, at least my chat doesn't like just sit there and fucking just make fun of people all day, the whole day. I mean, she's fucking live how many times? So she's been live how many times now about Gabby Petito in the last, let me find that true crime. In the last 24 hours, one well it says it doesn't tell me exact hours, but 51 minutes one day ago. And before that, 2 hours and 20 minutes 2 days ago. 1 hour and 48 minutes 3 days ago. So she had 3 days ago, 3 4 days ago, 3 5 days ago, 3 6 days ago, 7 days ago. It was like seven in one day. And then, well, more than that, less than that. But then over the last 2 days, it's been one a day. One a day. But the recliner, over 10 hours on the recliner in one day. So that goes to show you she really, yes, she needed to harvest the new subs so she exploited Gabby Petito. Now she's back to her drama channel. Absolutely. This is what I don't really fucking care that she makes money on the drama channel. I don't really care. But she is sick to I really wish YouTube would not allow monetization on anything but professional reporters' YouTubes. I really don't think monetization should be allowed on those kind of YouTube. I mean, if somebody's literally out on the streets doing the reporting, that's one thing. Sitting from your fucking home on a recliner and streaming other people's content. I mean, I hear that she does reach out and try to contact people, but even then, she's not a fucking news reporter. Um, but that was before Rob Volk. Now it's just once a day. But I understand that it's because Gabby Petito's winding down, but she shouldn't make any bones about it. The reason that she said she was backing away from the drama was to clean her act up while she was building all those subs. Now she has all those subs, and the thing is she's going to still flaunt all those subs because even when people don't unsubscribe most of the time, they forget. I had a friend whose husband couldn't sleep in his bed. He had to sleep in a recliner because he would literally stop breathing. Like, not even like sleep apnea, stop breathing. Wait, what did you say to her, Jennifer? Which part did you say exactly? I want a recliner I can see. My dog would make it knock over, though. Okay, so I got one. I'm gonna put a one in the chat for. This is a very important question, you guys. You're gonna put a one or a two. Okay. One if you like pie, two if you like cake, and you have to make a choice. There is a wrong answer, just so you know. You all are terrible people except for you, Rob Volk. Hold on, let me read what you said, Jennifer. Yeah. Oh my God. Pie. One is pie. Well, I mean, it's cake. It can be whatever you want. I cannot believe Rob Volk is the only one that can be my friend. Unbelievable. If you had to make, if you had to pick, if it was like life or death, okay, Carrie, you're my friend too. Gina, you're my friend. I am a pie purist. Yes, I am. Yes. I'm not saying I don't like cake, but I will pick pie over cake any day. I still like cake, but just pie is just so much better. If there was pie and cake in front of me and I could only have one piece of one of them, it would be pie. Oh yeah, happy Thanksgiving, Canada. And cherry pie is the only kind of pie I don't like, but I love blueberry pie, apple pie, oh my God, lemon meringue pie, chocolate cream pie, cheesecake is kind of a pie, but it's more like a custard. I like tarts too. I make a cappuccino pie. Does Miss Led, does cilantro taste like soap to you? Ooh, ice cream cake from Baskin and Robbins. Do you guys have Baskin and Robbins where you are? Yeah, you can have frosting on your pie. No, no, you can have frosting. You could probably have frosted pie. Okay. Toilet paper over one, under two. Ooh, pecan pie is delicious too. Pumpkin pie is my sweet potato pie is one of my favorites. And so is I've never had pistachio pie, but I want to. So is lemon meringue pie. Lemon meringue pie is so delicious. I love cilantro. I fuck with it every day. I'm just waiting for a guy to say, what do you mean it sits on the counter? Oh, yes. I love pumpkin pie. I just eat pumpkin pie for breakfast. Yeah, it's always one. It's always one. So I guess Bailey couldn't back her shit up, huh? Lemon meringue is my favorite too, is my favorite. If it's cake, if I have to have cake, if they said, okay, there's no more pie and you have to have cake, it would be German chocolate cake, probably. I also like carrot cake though. And I really love breads, sweet breads, like banana bread, zucchini bread. But like I can't say pumpkin pie is my favorite and lemon meringue is my favorite. Lemon meringue is there's just something magical about lemon meringue pie. I love Boston cream pie too. I've so I've never really had a key lime pie that I loved. Cheesecake is not cake. So cheesecake is not cake. My mom used to make we used to have this apple tree in my backyard, and my mom used to make apple sauce, apple pie, and these little tiny cinnamon rolls that she would use with the crust. She would take the leftover parts of the crust, and they were not big fluffy cinnamon rolls. They were like crunchy almost, right? They were like almost crispy, but they were delicious with the leftover pie crust. And cheesecake is more pie than it is cake. Cake has flour in it and eggs and stuff. But cheesecake is more like a custard. So, but anyways, she would make this apple pie that was, or this applesauce that tasted like fucking apple pie in a jar, right? And that's all the applesauce I ever had my entire life. So when I was all growed up and I was go at the grocery store buying my own food, I was like, "Oh, I really want some applesauce." So I bought like some applesauce that had cinnamon in it, right? And like I was so devastatedly disappointed because it didn't taste anything like applesauce. My mom's applesauce was oh my god, and she doesn't make it anymore. It makes me so sad. I'm gonna have to have her teach me how to make it because she doesn't make it anymore, and it was the most delicious thing in the world. Do you guys have Baskin Robbins? Rob Volk? Do you have a Baskin Robbins? Baskin Robbins is like has the best ice cream cake. I like graham cracker. I make a cappuccino pie that's really, really good. See, my mom says she doesn't even have a recipe. So she's just gonna have to teach me how to make it, and I'm gonna have to figure it out myself. But it was, oh my God, it was like eating cold apple pie in that like cold apple pie without the crust. In it like it was so good. Oh, well, and without the chunks. But her apple pie was delicious too. And the only like, I always prefer other people's pie because I think I can only make cream pies and cheesecakes, but my very favorite dessert is crème brûlée. They have really good ice cream cakes too. My very, very favorite is crème brûlée. Everybody, put a 1 in chat if you love crème brûlée. I'm gonna do that. Put a 1 in chat for this. Oh my God, if Mel Hawks, if I had a Baskin and Robbins next to my house, I would be there every fucking day. Seriously, I love their their cappuccino blasts I just love them so much. You've never had it misled? Your husband makes it, Gladys. Can I move in? Ooh, Gina, Rabina, Batgirl. Good night, Jennifer Sharp. I'm sorry for making you hungry. I like their nutty coconut. And I'm not really a big ice cream person, but we have, oh, your daughter's lucky, Mel Hawks. I used to live next to a Baskin Robbins, so it was like not next to me, but it was like butted up into the parking lot next to the apartments we lived in when my kids were really young. Like there was a grocery store and a like little shopping center there, and I used to send my daughter there all the time for butt milkshakes. Her and her girlfriend. I would send her and her girlfriend over there for milkshakes for us all the time. And I'm not like a huge ice cream fan, but I love their their blasts. French onion soup and creme brulee. Wow, fancy. So for those of you, a butter pecan is a very good ice cream. Do any of you have a Safeway? Any of you have Safeway? We do not have a Bonefish Grill where I live, Gladys. Good night. Good night, Amber. Okay, so if you have a Safeway, Safeway Select, their brand, their like the store brand, Safeway Select, Safeway or Signature Select or whatever it's called. They have they are the only place I've been able to find this ice cream. It's called Black Walnut ice cream. And I'm a weirdo because I don't just eat ice cream just like ice cream. I have to put a little bit of milk in my ice cream and mix it up to into like a really thick shake, but not like really thick consistency, but like a shake, but you could never drink it with a straw ever. Um, but I just made the discovery of black walnut ice cream and oat milk, not regular milk I've like because I'm a little slightly lactose intolerant, but it's usually only milk, like actual milk, cow's milk. Like ice cream, like it like there must be something in the heating process or something that no, we have Safeways down here. Because I can do ice cream as long as it's just like just a little bit, like 3 scoops or whatever. I can't do just regular milk. I can't do regular like yellow cheese. It makes my stomach hurts. But so I've been trying different milks, and so I tried oat milk because Alice and M told me to try oat milk, and it was so fucking good. Oh my God. Just a little bit. Yeah, you always let it melt. But if you just put a little bit, so first of all, you got to put it in and you got to pour it right over it, and then it freezes. So it gets like crunchy, a little bit crunchy. So it's like a little ice. And then I mix it up, but it's like super, super thick milkshake. And then that is how I've eaten ice cream since I was a little girl. I don't know how my mom like let us do that and waste milk by doing that, putting more milk in your ice cream. You know what I mean? So, but we did. Yeah. So when you're, um, well, no, I've tried coconut milk, but like I think the coconut taste kind of like overpowers the black walnut taste for me. But so the oat milk, I was doing almond milk, which I did like, but oat milk is like now my new favorite thing. So, but Rob, when you go next time you go to Safeway, look and see if they have the Signature Select Black Walnut ice cream. It is so delicious. I'm not usually an ice cream person at all, Pink. Not at all. It's that specific black walnut ice cream or vanilla bean ice cream. Really good. Ooh, yeah, like a Wendy's Frosty, like that, Delaney. Yeah, like a Wendy's Frosty, thick like that. You like oat milk in your coffee, Gina? I bet you I'm gonna have to try that. I haven't tried that yet. Maybe I'll do that because I've been like, so I used to drink coffee with sugar and creamer, right? And just regular half and half and sugar. And then I found flavored creamer and I started doing sugar and flavored creamer, but then it was too sweet. So I cut out the sugar. So I just was using flavored creamer. But now that's getting to be too creamy. And I'm wondering if I'm turning into my good night, Zero Agenda. I wonder if I'm turning into my mom because my mom will only drink black coffee. And because now I'm wanting it to be less and less creamy. But I'm wondering if oat milk would be. I'm gonna have to try it with oat milk one time. Maybe a little bit of because I use the Italian sweet creamer. Well, I hear that almond milk is very, very, very bad for the environment. So that's why I've stopped using almond milk and was using coconut milk. And then we have cashew milk, and now we have this thing called, uh, I can't remember what it's called, but it's just called plant-based milk, which freaks me out. Like I can absolutely see oat milk and I can absolutely see almond milk and cashew milk, but plant-based milk, I don't understand how what it is that makes it milky. You know what I mean? And just like, I don't know. I have to check and see what plant they're basing it out of. Yeah, my mom's always only drank black coffee. Always. I could never do it. And I can't do sugar-free anything because I can taste the sugar-free. Oh, well, yeah, soy milk is no good, but almond milk is supposedly bad for the environment. I don't like black licorice at all, at all. I used to love black licorice when I was little. I used to love it, but now I can't stand black licorice at all. I can't stand anise, star anise, or any of that stuff that tastes like licorice. Can you drink? So you drink oat milk? Is that good for celiac disease, Gina? Is oat milk good for that? All I know is the oat milk tastes fucking delicious. I mean, just the oat milk itself just tastes really good. Or fennel. I don't like fennel except for sometimes fennel. I don't like fennel seeds because they taste kind of, or fennel, but like the fennel root done right is pretty good. You milk your own almonds? Do they have big teats? Like the fennel root is good. Like I've made an au gratin with fennel root before that was really good. Mel Hawks, did you get my joke? They got big teats. You milk your almonds. I, I think like I don't know why it's bad for the environment. I've never researched it, but some people trust told me that it's bad for the environment. Do you know why cashews are so expensive, guys? Pointy teats. Cashews are so expensive because they're actually very dangerous to harvest and make. They're like people can die. Hi, JK17. What channel was that? Was that on Natasha's channel? Oh my God, you guys, it's 11 o'clock. I have to be up at 5. Shit. Okay, so I'm taking it that Bailey could not back her shit up, right? So she came here talking smack. She broke the AP rule. She broke the AP rule. And so now she's going to be muted if she comes back in. No, I'm just joking. I'll let her try to call me out again. Yeah, I think so. Yeah, I'm at 11:07 p.m. So I'm you just made it, but I'm ending it now, Spirit. Sorry. But we talked about all sorts of good shit. We did. We talked about the drama and then we just talked about a bunch of random fucking shit. That's funny. She won't. Yep, I am in Pacific time. She won't come back here, which sucks though, because I really like when people call me out and then come back and try to call me out again. Like I love when they call me out on shit because I if it's one thing I don't do is lie, and I have a very good memory. So, yes, this was great. This really reminds me of just like how I used to chat in the old chats in Yahoo, just randomly about whatever, like in the chat rooms. I love that, except for I don't have to type, and I love that even more. So, I loved it too, guys, and I love all of you. I think you guys are all so great, and I thank all of you for, you know, sticking with me and just being here and being great and understanding that sometimes there's going to be drama that we have to talk about, but then we get to talk we just and then sometimes we're just going to talk about nothing. We're going to talk about bullshit. We're like the Seinfeld of YouTube, right? So, all right, everybody, I'm going to go to bed and I'm going to take the DOG for a last minute WALK, and then I'm gonna go sleep, and then maybe we'll be back on tomorrow night. Maybe not. I know Tuesday night I got something going on, but thank you, Rob Volk. Thank you, everybody. Good night, everybody. But I might be on during the day Tuesday or something. I don't know. Thanks. Yes. Well, thank you all for coming and just having a good time. I think you're all so great. So sweet screams, everybody. We'll talk tomorrow. Have a good one. And thank you to my mods for all your help. Yes. Good night.